Show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together, we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable. And together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
Attention Chattanooga FC supporters. Get exclusive content and insider access by following us on social media. From live match commentary to player interviews and training highlights, there's always something new to discover. Engage with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to stay in the loop and never miss a moment. Be the first to know about special events, ticket offers, and giveaways. Follow Chattanooga Football Club today and join our online family.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends, millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, Organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk, a message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What? No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm gonna do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up. See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time. What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location?
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
that was a joke.
Oh.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
Welcome to an electrifying showing of pro-side soccer under the lights. This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Radio Network, bringing you every heart-stopping moment, every triumphant goal, and every unforgettable play from the field. The Chattanooga Football Club, with their unstoppable spirit and relentless drive, represent our city on the pitch again. The tension is palpable, the stakes are high, and the roar of the crowd is about to reach a fever pitch.
From the first whistle to the final victory cry, we've got you covered. This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Radio Network. Now we go live to your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrock.
In Chattanooga, Tennessee, it's the U.S. Open Cup. The first round has arrived in Chattanooga Football Club. Tonight, the MLS Next Pro Side Club playing host to Corpus Christi FC of USL League 2, who is playing their first ever pro side opponent in Chattanooga Football Club, and they will have a battle on their hands. Chattanooga has been a bear through the preseason, going undefeated, 1 draw, 4 victories, including one over MLS side Atlanta United, and the start to the regular season has been just as hot for Chattanooga Football Club. A blazing start as they won 2-1 over Inter Miami in South Florida, and then a 1-0 victory here inside of Fort Finley last Saturday over Huntsville, claiming dominance to start the year, and they're number 2 in the MLS NB poll as the year gets underway. All of the players are down on the pitch. We played the national anthem and we're about ready to go between these two. It's the offseason for the USL League 2 side Corpus Christi FC, and they'll be looking to get hot early and control momentum against Chattanooga, who has got everything going their way this season so far. It seems like they can do no wrong under the new direction of Chris Nugent. Somehow, Corpus Christi FC is going to have to find a way to knock them off their block, knock them off of what keeps them stable, and get behind that formation. Chattanooga has really liked to put up a couple of strikers, pitch the ball over the top to them, get them in space, and try to create some action. They'll look to do that tonight. The question is whether or not they'll be able to have success doing that. We'll take a look at the starting 11 for Chattanooga Football Club first. A really good lineup today, as always, for Chattanooga FC, and not a lot of changes from what we've seen so far during the regular season for this Chattanooga FC side roster. So don't expect a bunch of shakeups for the comp like you do see sometimes on the pro side. The 11 in goal, it's Yakubovic, the veteran, Garvanyan, Brown, Sarsar, Robertson, Luis Jean, Mendonca, Watson, McGrath, Mangarov, and Anselin, all getting the start for Chattanooga Football Club. And this is a lineup we've seen some combination of already in every single match this season. So nothing surprising, nothing super different. Taking a look at the starters for this Corpus Christi side, totally different look from last regular season for this roster. They only returned a small fraction of their players, about a third of the roster is returning, so a very different look. And not everyone who was listed on the roster traveled. Demichelis getting the start, Diaz, Farini, Grant getting the start today, Herrera, Larson, Maguz, McGregor, Wickham is on the bench today, Medina, Nieto, Rodriguez, and Santa Croce all getting the nod in the starting 11 for this Corpus Christi FC side as they take on Chattanooga's football club. It's pro side soccer playing host to the amateur USL League 2 Corpus Christi FC tonight in Finley Stadium, the first round of the U.S. Open Cup. Hello and welcome. So glad you're along for the ride. I'm Gabriel Schrei, just thrilled to have you along for the broadcast. Chattanooga undefeated to start the regular season, playing host to the amateur side in this Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, the 110th U.S. running. We are ready to kick off between these two sides as the action gets underway down on the pitch. And the Chattahooligans letting them hear it, beating the drum before kickoff. Tension rising as they wait for the final signal from our referees. The timers have aligned on the field in the press box, and kickoff is underway in Chattanooga as the ball rolls down to the right side and is collected by Chattanooga FC. Distributor to left, Farid Sarsar steps towards the circle. He leaves it off through the middle of the pitch and to the far side. Chattanooga working from right to left to start this first half of play. We're in the very first minute and just getting started between these two sides in the U.S. Open Cup. Chattanooga FC wearing their navy kits with white bottoms. White with blue bottoms is Corpus Christi FC. Corpus Christi Sharks retreating a bit as Chattanooga throws this down the far touchline. Now into the wing, deep towards the end line, and Chattanooga called offside as this is sent to Corpus Christi. Early start trying to get down the pitch and create some momentum for Chattanooga Football Club. AR1 did not like that. So a free kick from the edge of the area for the keeper of Corpus Christi. Delivered a long, skying strike over the top, beyond the circle, headed at by Chattanooga Football Club and caught off the helmet and returned momentarily. Chattanooga will run a half circle and send this back to their own area where the keeper will regather and send to the close side. Not a lot of space to work with for Farid Sarsar. He doesn't like what he's seeing, so he returns it. Eldin Yakubovic standing back and watching. Robert screen back to Farid. Farid to Garvanyan. The handoff returns to Sarsar. And now center to the keeper. Eldin, midway through our second minute, just getting started in U.S. Open Cup soccer. We're scoreless. Sarsar touches this carefully to the line and sent from in front of the Corpus Christi bench over the top by Garvanyan. Hammered into the air, high strike by the Sharks. A battle for the ball, looking to come up with it is Gabriel Rodriguez. Can't get to it, and now as two players collide, a whistle. The referee going to send this with Chattanooga Football Club. Rodriguez, too much contact with Mendonca, draws the whistle. Corpus Christi back in a defensive shell, bending their shape as quickly as they can. Chattanooga through midfield, looking to dish this down the touchline, and it's intercepted in vacant space about 15 yards into Corpus' side of the field. Sharks trying to work this through the circle. A lot of bodies in traffic there. They'll return and reset just out front of the area, and now touch to the keeper. A full reset for Corpus Christi. Struck away from Chattanooga Football Club, who is striking down into the area and errantly sent off of the pitch into the bench of Chattanooga. They'll throw in immediately, headed off. Well played in the air. Keegan Anselin immediately put that back. Not having a moment worth of that action. Now the ball will be put back into play quickly. To the far side, Chattanooga from right to left. Long feet along the touchline. This will escape and roll over the end line. So our fourth minute has arrived where we're scoreless. A couple of early runs down the pitch. We had a couple of convoys, no connections, no close scoring chances so far for these two sides. Corpus Christi off goal kick will send this to the touchline. Lost immediately. Chattanooga throws into the corner of the area. Loose in traffic, gathered up, out front towards the penalty arc, left off. Howitzer shot deflected away. Corpus Christi knocks it out of the area. 10 yards out front of the arc. There's a header. The Sharks trying to clear it into the circle. Regathered. Corpus Christi ropes it away from Chattanooga. At midfield, CFC steals it back. Right down the timeline towards the close touchline. Chattanooga has it to Garvanyan, and now centered up to Fareed Sarsar on the back line midway between the area and midfield. Chattanooga has taken over and shut down a scoring chance. Chattanooga back to midfield. Garvanyan, a little bit of pressure from Rodriguez, so he returns. Center Croce doing a good job in midfield as well of controlling things for the Sharks. Chattanooga tries the long pitch down towards the area, somehow through traffic, and a blown tire as two collide. The Sharks do a great job of seeing the feed coming. They know they're not going to be able to contest that effectively. It's Alex McGrath who they tried to feed the ball to, and as McGrath reaches the area, they just get after the boots with a little slide tackle. It's enough to disrupt him. The ball loses its way off of the field, and it's a goal kick for Corpus Christi. From the area, sent to the far touchline. They're way down on the left end of the field. Through the pouring sunshine of the sunset in Chattanooga, this rattles around for Corpus Christi. They can't get anything going as far as connections. It goes off into Chattanooga Football Club, who throws in. Quickly back onto the field. At midfield, this one howitzered over the top, a long feed skying over and sent off errantly by Chattanooga. Sharks say they've got the ball. The referee says no. That is a Chattanooga FC free kick. So Chattanooga will put us back underway just about 15 yards beyond midfield, thrown across into the circle where Chattanooga gathers and directs this. Sarsar leaves it off for Garvanyan. He comes all the way to the touchline on the close side, looking from right to left for somewhere to go with the ball. Still scoreless as we've entered the 6th minute between these two in U.S. Open Cup play. The first round of the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Glad you're with us in Chattanooga, Tennessee for what promises to be a great match tonight. I'm Gabriel Schry. This one towards the area for Chattanooga. Rejected by the Sharks. Good job bending, holding strong on the edge of the area. Corpus Christi, just behind the circle at midfield, will retreat and reset all the way to the penalty arc. Nearly stolen by Chattanooga. Crisis averted as Corpus Christi goes to the far touchline. Caught again, sent down to midfield, 5 yards behind the stripe. Staying with it, the Sharks are battled, and the referee says that's a free kick for Corpus Christi. Just behind midfield, Corpus Christi, who is working left to right, will take back over with the ball. They send the football backwards towards their own area. Again, some trouble controlling it, nearly taken away by Chattanooga. That's something that they're going to have to keep an eye on tonight. They cannot turn the ball over so deep near their own area. Keegan Anselin just kind of shadowing everyone who gets possession on the back end on these resets. And the amateur side, USL2 club, is really struggling with that. Anselin has nearly taken it away twice on these resets. And again, as they reset, the Sharks have to keep it away from Anselin. Through vacant space on their own backside, Corpus Christi touches this down to the line near midfield to Santa Croce. He's got a long pitch over the top, looking towards the wing, too much on it, and this one rolls off into the brickwork, way down on the right end of the pitch where Chattanooga will take over. Tate Robertson, who came back to Chattanooga Football Club, originally from Springfield, Ohio. He spent the 21 and 22 seasons here with CFC. Consistent presence with the back line, 4,000 minutes in his time here. Spent 2 seasons with Lexington Soccer Club in USL before coming back to Chattanooga in this MLSNP side. Floated over the top by the Sharks off of a drop-in by Chattanooga. It goes all the way to midfield where it's touched by Sarsar across, and this one sent by Screeney where it rolls off. That's Robertson who sent it off. Scratch that. Corpus Christi sends the ball back in, and through their own area, a reset to the keeper. No pressure so far for Chattanooga. He'll take every second with it. Now rolled towards midfield by Cuba Grant, caught up by the Sharks, pitched to the touchline just beyond the stripe. Kept alive by Herrera. He gives it off to Gabriel Rodriguez, being harassed from behind by Logan Brown. Able to keep it alive. The Sharks now lose it in vacant space. Chattanooga pitches this over the top for Anselin. Keegan fighting for the ball on the end line all the way to the left side of the goal, and it's rolled off. Goal kick for the Sharks. Great job by Corpus Christi shutting down Chattanooga's attack. Keegan Anselin all alone, creating problems deep in the area alongside the 6-yard box, doing everything he can to make life difficult for the Sharks. He does exactly that. Scoreless in the 9th minute between Chattanooga FC and Corpus Christi FC. It's the Sharks attacking the MLSNP side. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei. This is a really good one in the Open Cup. And Cuba Grant will again take goal kick. Cuba, a product of Woodbridge, South Carolina, a provincial champion, a national finalist, also U21 goalkeeper of the year at just 17. Came to Corpus Christi from Coffeyville Community College, captained then to a national tournament, also played a little bit at Utah Tech, 2 seasons there for the Trailblazers. Down the touchline, this one with the Sharks. They're going from left to right into midfield. They've got a head of steam and finally through into Chattanooga's side. Left off the feed all the way backwards, about 15 yards beyond the area. They're going to try a skying pass over the top of the pitch down into the wing on the close side. They're way down in the right corner with the ball, looking for somewhere to go. Herrera out front, not liking the shape of Chattanooga. A bit of a reset and bent back towards the circle. Sharks try an aerial feed over the top. Tate Robertson puts a helmet on this. Regathered by Corpus Christi near the penalty arc. Chattanooga takes it away. Robertson again out to midfield. Big collision as Keegan Anselin gets hit in the ankle and goes down hard. Anselin looks to be all right. Big collision between these two. Free kick for Chattanooga, and we're back underway in the 10th minute. Midway through it, scoreless clean sheet in Chattanooga, Tennessee between Corpus Christi and CFC. Chattanooga down on the right side, midway between their own area and the midfield circle. This one will be delivered long by CFC on the touchline. Chattanooga has it sent off by Corpus Christi, and the assistant referee and referee are saying this is a Shark ball. So the club from Texas takes back over. They're about to advance from USL League 2. In 2026, this will become a USL League 1 full professional side club for the United Soccer League. Kicking at the ball, it's a log jam down near midfield, and the ball will be sent again with the Sharks. Looks like a scrum down there, gaining 5 yards at a time near midfield. Back-to-back tied-up possessions. This one loose. Chattanooga comes up with it in another scrum through the circle. Huge open field collision we play on. Chattanooga comes up with it. Garvanyan takes a pass from Sarsar through midfield from right to left down the touchline. Stops up 20 yards beyond the area. Left off for Luis Jean. Deep feed into the corner for Chattanooga Football Club. Bet across the top out front of the 6-yard box. Struck on the right side. It's loose. The Sharks clean it up and send it out to midfield. Good defensive shape. They get bodies back in front. 4 guys there, only 2 attackers for Chattanooga, and just able to cut them off. CFC nearly steals it on the edge of the area again. Garvanyan playing up aggressive against Herrera. Sharks back deep in their own wing on their left side. This one taken away by Chattanooga along the touchline. Garvanyan floats it, corner of the area. Chattanooga still with it as it's been away initially. Luis sent to the edge of the circle. Mendonça going to try the far side for Chattanooga. They're working from right to left on the attack. Great passing, 3 into the wing. Sharks in pursuit with good speed. A double team on Chattanooga's man. Set out front of the area, floated over the top of the wing. From the penalty spot, Corpus Christi clears it, and on a header from Chattanooga out front, this one volleyed over the top where it's gathered by Cuba Grant, the keeper of the Sharks. We're into our 12th minute where it's a clean sheet between Corpus Christi and Chattanooga in the Open Cup. Corpus Christi tries to clear the ball, Chattanooga making it difficult. Just behind midfield, the Sharks with it to the edge of the circle. Huge collision, run down by Chattanooga's man, and the call by our referee, a free kick for the Sharks. Big collision coming up from behind. Daniel Mangarov, the central midfielder. Skillful guy, spent the past 3 years with the University of Virginia Cavaliers. Before Virginia, began his collegiate career with the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, 16 games for the Spartans, had 4 goals, 3 assists there. Very, very talented player in midfield. Chattanooga with the ball and going to bend this long over the top. The feed for the wing sent off intentionally by the Sharks to buy themselves an extra moment, and it's last touched errantly by Chattanooga, so Corpus Christi will take over with the ball. Sent back into play by Juan de Michelis. He's from Uruguay, played prep at Colegio Cristo Rey in Uruguay, won an NAI Men's National Soccer Championship in 2024. Some of you know already, but don't hold your breath. The Dalton State Roadrunners of Dalton, Georgia, about 40 minutes down the road. Chattanooga Football Club, just behind midfield with possession after a dump feed by Corpus Christi. Through midfield, from right to left down towards the touchline, Chattanooga FC in the 14th minute, controlling possession. They have been dominant to this point, but the Sharks look very good on the back where it counts in the area. They've bent, they have not broken. Chattanooga FC, Garvanyan pitches and catches the ball immediately on a feed from Callum Watson. Left off for him again, Farid Sarsar playing up with pressure. Coming up and after them is Gabriel Rodriguez. They'll try the far side. Logan Brown, blown tire, stays with it. He's almost run down, stumbling to the ball. He gets on top of it, and the whistle by our referee will be a free kick for Chattanooga. Chattanooga, one of 10 MLS Next Pro clubs competing in the 2025 Open Cup. 16 MLS first teams competing, an increase from the 8 that played in 24. Long feed from midfield by Logan Brown for Chattanooga. Pitch and a catch. They've got it near the touchline. Floated over the top towards the area. Chattanooga trying to regather. Now the Sharks clear it momentarily. Luis across. He's got Garvanyan. Milo inside. Milo catches it back on a pitch immediately. Down to the wing near the touchline. With it is Mangarov. Looking for somewhere to feed the ball. He's triple teamed through traffic to the edge of the 6-yard box and skied off of the field by the Sharks. Sent back on by Chattanooga. Gathered immediately by Stevie. Luis Jean down inside. Run down from behind, and that is a great spot for Chattanooga Football Club. This time it's Gabriel Rodriguez who draws the whistle of our referee, and the free kick is prime positioning. They're on the left side of the area facing goal, and maybe 12 yards back from the 18-yard box. Very, very good spot for Chattanooga Football Club as we've just reached 1/4 of an hour played between CFC and Corpus Christi. Chattanooga has 3 players on the ball looking from just beyond the area, the sunlight cutting down into their eyes. A tall order because they're standing about 35, 40 yards beyond the twine. It's 16-3. Tate Robertson and Daniel Mangarov with the ball. Robertson looks to Mangarov. Here's the signal from our referee. Gets it started. Robertson floats it over the top inside. Sharks cleared initially. Out to the penalty spot. Chattanooga back to Stevie. Luis Jean across. Caught immediately. Chattanooga down into the wing on the far side. Pitched through the end line. CFC at the 6-yard box. Cuba Grant dives and covers the ball. What a save by the young keeper. Grant, the man from Woodbridge, South Carolina, sells out to get on top of the ball and keep our sheet clean in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Just over 1/4 of an hour gone, we are scoreless in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The 110th running, and this is just one of many great matches today. Chattanooga a run on, and this one a huge tackle as CFC's man cut out his legs from under him. Corpus Christi leaves him writhing in pain in the wing on the far side. Way down on the left, Chattanooga thought they had something going. A little celebratory high five for Daniel Larson. The man from Oslo, Norway, played prep at Danske Videngrade Skol. Transferred to St. Peter's University to play for the Peacocks after starting with the University of Detroit. 32 matches for the Peacocks, 3 goals, 7 points. The kick he's allowed is much better positioning than previously. They're on the right corner of the area, 19 yards from scoring range. 17th minute is about to collapse into the 18th. Chattanooga, 2 standing by with the ball this time. Again, Robertson and Mangarov. Robertson switches for Alex McGrath. McGrath leaves it. Daniel walking it down the edge of the area. Deflected away by the Sharks. Brilliant defensive effort. Rolled to midfield where Chattanooga's on top of it. Long feed to the wing on the close side, the left of the area. Headed away by the Sharks and regathered as it goes out of play. Chattanooga looking to throw in quickly. Mendoza over the top deep in the wing near the corner. Down along the end line. Chattanooga with the ball intentionally sent off again by the Sharks of Corpus Christi. Good play, very good defense by the amateur side club. 2 players down there doing a great job in the wing, keeping these guys hemmed in. It's Andres Herrera and Juan DeMichelis doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Chattanooga throws in to the corner of the area on the left side, wants to fire a shot, left off into the wing. Garvanian out front. Chattanooga defended away. Sharks able to get this rolling away from their own area. 1 pass, now 2. Connection in midfield, and Corpus Christi has eliminated the scoring threat for the moment again. Back to their own area. This is where they've struggled. Here he comes. Anselin chasing the ball, able to keep it away from him into the wing, and the Sharks step around another defender. Long feed to midfield. Good pass, but nobody there to take it. Fareed Sarsar loses the ball initially. Garvanian regathers, and playing catch over the top of a man. Matthew Roberts can't stay with it. Long feed to Anselin, run down from behind by DeMichelis, and Corpus Christi is able to pick his pocket and throw the ball out towards midfield. They're staying on top of it. The Sharks again going to their man DeMichelis, who sends it back to the edge of the area. 19th minute, halfway over, still scoreless between these 2 clubs. Chattanooga chasing the ball as it's returned to the penalty arc of the Sharks. They've got it. Corpus Christi FC sends to the front of Chattanooga's bench and unable to keep this on the field. Very close. Good effort. Garvanian will throw in over the head of Andres Herrera, who just lost it. Herrera from Laredo, Texas, local to the Corpus Christi club headquarters. Played prep at St. Augustine High, named All-State in prep. Transferred from Laredo College to Texas A&M International. 54 matches for the Dust Devils before finishing with his degree. Sent in and towards midfield, and a little baby bicycle as he's falling to the ground trying to just pitch that through traffic. Corpus Christi does get this all the way back to the far end, way down to the right, where the keeper of Chattanooga, who's looking a little tired down there, Yakubovic, able to easily gather this. That's only the 2nd time he's touched the ball in this match, and we've already played 19 and a half minutes. We're deep into the 20th and scoreless in U.S. Open Cup action. Chattanooga looked great through the first quarter of an hour. They put in even more pressure over the last couple of minutes. Garvanian from just beyond midfield, working from right to left, gets a long pass towards the area. Chattanooga hits the brakes for a moment. CFC left off for Anselin deep in the wing, wants to pass it down to the end line, and this one off the mark. He was looking to get hooked up with Garvanian and just misfired. Garvanian wasn't sure where he was going to go with the ball, too much on it, and the feed will be goal kick to Cuba Grant. So Cuba Grant, the keeper of Corpus Christi, will get us started again momentarily as Chattanooga up playing some pressure. Floated over the top to midfield. Chattanooga's Fareed Sarsar takes this down out of the air. Headed once, twice. Sharks can't stay with it initially. Now regathered by Keegan Anselin, who tries to float it through traffic for Chattanooga. Directed towards the penalty arc. Lost momentarily. Mangarov gets this inside. A battle for it as Callum Watson can't stay on top of the ball. Stevie Luis Jean now pursues instead of possesses as the Sharks have it. They're walking it down towards the touchline on the Chattanooga bench, and Stevie gets the call against him as Emerson Nieto is being tripped up. Fort Wayne, Indiana product trying to play keep away with Stevie. He's a transfer. He went to Indiana University Purdue and then transferred to Indiana Tech to play for the Warriors. 19 matches last year, 17 shots, 3 assists as a Warrior. That's a very good NAIA soccer program. They've got great facilities. With the ball down on the left, the Sharks kind of retreating a bit towards their own area. Still moving backwards. Now a pitch up towards the Chattanooga bench along the touchline. Chattanooga takes it away on a blown tire. Garvanian leaves it off in the area near the 6-yard box. Deflected away initially. Sharks Garvanian back with the ball. It's Callum Watson from the edge of the area. Milo, a pitch wanted to go down to Anselin, and this one sent away to Farid Sarsar, who's just behind midfield. Corpus Christi can't come up with the ball. This one returned deep alongside the Chattanooga area to Logan Brown. Brown to Yakupovic. Eldine is way outside of the area, 10 yards beyond the 18-yard box, sent to the far side on the touchline, working from right to left, Chattanooga. Still scoreless, 23rd minute, winding. It's the 110th running of the U.S. Open Cup. Gabriel Schrei, glad you're with us in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Corpus Christi FC, the amateur side USL2 club, attacking MLSNP side Chattanooga Football Club, who looks to defend Fort Finley and move on in the Open Cup tonight. Chattanooga with the ball just behind midfield to the right of it. Up towards the stripe itself, regathered, rolled across to Milo, and Garvanian easily gathers this. Garvanian looking to midfield, goes to Callum Watson. Watson, the Canadian man, over the top, long feet, down deep in the wing towards the end line, and Chattanooga trying to run with it. Can't gather. He had beat out the shark that was with him. McGrath couldn't regather the ball, though, in full throttle. So Gianluca Fiorni, the Italian, transferred from Davis and Elkins to Missouri State, played 2 seasons for the Bears. He's the one that will throw in for the Sharks, and he does. 24th minute here, scoreless between these two sides, and Cuba Grant will get goal kick immediately. Rolls this across as we're back underway. Corpus Christi back in a defensive shell as Chattanooga up and pressing, trying to strip the ball away from them. The man who was on the attack a moment ago, the captain of Chattanooga Football Club, Alex McGrath, a wily, crafty veteran, originally from England. Chattanooga, a couple of passes. Callum Watson down towards the area, under the penalty arc. Backdoor Stevie fires a shot deflected away by Corpus Christi. This is rolling back towards midfield. Logan Brown gets it way over near the touchline in midfield. Tries to send this back forward onto the attack, and Chattanooga going to have to bend their shape a little bit. Couldn't get it back up and on the pressure quickly enough. Farid Sarsar on the backside of the circle leaves it off for Mendonça. He's being attacked immediately. Given to Milo. Garvanian looking for somewhere to go. Chased from behind and rolls this all the way back to Yakupovic. Now Garvanian caught some contact from Juan de Michelis there, didn't like it, sent something to the referee and doesn't get a call. Farid in the 25th minute to Eldine. Yakupovic, the veteran keeper. His last contract before Chattanooga was on the MLS side with LAFC. Veteran guy, 40 years old. He's been working with the kids in the academy. Class act, and he has been playing lights out since arriving in Tennessee. I know the local fans and the club are very happy to have him. Chattanooga tries to put this through into midfield off of a skying feed by Yakupovic. Somehow taken down by the Sharks. Corpus Christi FC left off into the wing on the close side. On the right side of the area, he drives inside. Backdoor feed. This one deflected away by Yakupovic. Regathered on the penalty arc and sent out to the circle where it's headed by the Sharks. Couldn't regather, and we get the whistle by the referee. Too much contact as this one will go with Chattanooga Football Club. Yakupovic makes a great diving, leaping save, uses both gloved hands to bat the ball away. Too easy and too efficient for Chattanooga Football Club. And he plays like no keeper we've seen play in Fort Finley before. He's loose, he's fast, he's big, he's aggressive, he's not afraid to take chances, sell out, make the save, come back and clean it up a second time after completely sprawling his body onto the turf. Throw in for the Sharks, Corpus Christi. Regathers down along the touchline near the Chattanooga bench, and it's sent off intentionally by Daniel Mangarov, the central midfielder. Mangarov and Anselin make a really nice tandem. Keegan is from the University of West Florida. Came with a recommendation of CFC head coach, or former CFC head coach, Bill Elliott. Stands at a towering 6'4", hometown Jacksonville, Florida. He's already scored a goal this year. Sharks try a long feed over the top off the throw-in. It's blown dead immediately by our referee. Chattahooligans making some noise. Letting this amateur side USL2 club, Texas-based franchise, hear what they have to offer in Chattanooga. 27th minute winding. We've nearly played a half of an hour, and we're scoreless in the 110th running of the U.S. Open Cup. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Schrei from Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's Pro Side Soccer. This one pitched back and forth. The Sharks have it. Threw and loose on the right side. Blast a shot. Header to the back door. Jakubovic back onto his feet. Makes the save. Gloves it out of the air and pitches it down the field. Unreal. One man walking highlight reel. Eldin Jakubovic. Long feed turns into a run on goal. Chattanooga all the way through to the left side, just outside of the area. Pitch to the end line, floated over the top. This one sent off. Too heavily defended by the Sharks. Chattanooga unable to put something together in the early stages of our 28th minute. So the Sharks will have goal kick. Cuba Grant will put us back underway. Heavy pressure for the Sharks side. Corpus Christi FC has bent over and over and over. Chattanooga's shape, just really two strikers up bringing most of the heat. We've seen Callum Watson come up. We've seen Milo Garvanyan pestering the area a little bit, but almost entirely Anselin and Mangarov trying to do the damage on the home pitch for Chattanooga tonight. And we haven't really got a look at who's doing the attacking for this Corpus Christi side. Obviously, it's easy for me to see here in the venue who's playing up, but without them really getting the ball up there, it's hard to say. Santa Croce playing up as a forward, Gabriel Rodriguez playing up as a forward, not listed by position on the roster, but so far tonight it looks like we're really the two that have played forward, and it appears to be a two-man striker shape. Three on the back line, a loaded midfield for Corpus Christi. Sharks through midfield, speaking of which, as they go left to right, just over the line, sent to the far side by Rodriguez. Long feed down the touchline, a little bit of room to work with for the club from Texas. They try to send it over the top. Chattanooga rejects it immediately. Well played by Logan Brown, who is a Texas native. Chattanooga sends it off, thrown in by the Sharks. Pitched over the top, a little aerial play. They're midway between the area of Chattanooga and midfield. Sent across the circle, left off by Corpus Christi FC. One connection, now two. Walking it down the touchline, looking for somewhere to go is Andres Herrera. He'll go backwards with the ball and find Demichelis. Juan to Andres. Herrera back to him. Demichelis. Stevie breaks this up, and the ball sent unintentionally off of the field. But as Luis Jean gets the contact, the referee says that ball goes to the Sharks. And so a great spot for a throw-in for Corpus Christi FC as we played 1/2 of an hour between these two sides. Still scoreless. Sharks pitch this in. All the way back to midfield, they'll reset. And we've seen a lot of action between these two. Chattanooga has come close to scoring. We've seen two great shots that Eldin Jakubovic has saved. Speaking of which, Corpus Christi gets this and sends it long, and it rolls through over the penalty arc, and Jakubovic takes it off of a little baby handoff from Logan Brown. Good chance comes together for Gabriel Rodriguez, just couldn't keep the run on goal going for the Sharks. Rodriguez is from Cali, Colombia. Played collegiate soccer for the University of Charleston Golden Eagles, 57 matches in college playing soccer. Scored 32 goals, 76 total points. 60% of his shots were on goal when he played in the NCAA. Working from right to left, Chattanooga makes their way down to midfield. Long pitch, Mangarov leaves it off deep into the wing. Chattanooga's got it. Callum Watson, heavily defended in the corner, makes a man miss and steps around him to the edge of the 6 and off the side of the twine for Chattanooga Football Club as their man is run off of the pitch. And the referee wants a word. The referee sending everyone away. It's Daniel Mangarov, the central midfielder, who caught the pass. And a ton of contact. Demichelis stayed with him down to the very last moment. Cuba Grant stood off and waited for the shot. No call on that. Not only was Demichelis there, Emerson Nieto was along with him as well. 1/2 of an hour played. We're about to enter the 32nd minute where we're deadlocked, scoreless, a clean sheet between Corpus Christi Sharks and Chattanooga Football Club. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Schry. The action continues to grow. You can feel the tension rising. Electric air in Fort Finley in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Long feed over the top by Cuba Grant will go just beyond midfield, and Chattanooga the first to it. Stevie tries to volley this back over to Mangarov, collected in the center of the pitch in the circle, and Callum Watson slides into the legs of a Texas-based player. The midfielder draws the yellow card against Callum Watson. Mangarov is trying to argue the case of Watson Emerson Nieto caught the collision in the back of his legs, and that's who just ran Daniel off of the field on the end. Callum Watson, a central midfielder, scored a goal last year for Chattanooga. He's played both matches so far. He's from Essex, England originally, came from the Canadian Premier League after playing with HFX Wanderers FC. He played collegiate soccer for the Creighton Blue Jays. So after the yellow card is flashed on Watson, we're about to get back underway with a free kick that'll be from about 2 yards behind midfield. Corpus Christi working from left to right. And they get us started again as we get another collision right off of the kick. And the referee is sounding his whistle a lot. He is not happy. Trying to keep control of this match. A lot of boiling emotions as this is a U.S. Open Cup match. The implications are huge. Cuba Grant comes all the way out to midfield to give Juan Demichelis some reassurance. Hey, keep your head in the game, Juan. Quickly kicked by the Sharks out to the penalty arc. They try to fire a shot. Chattanooga catches it. They got that started quick. Demichelis runs down at Chattanoogan, and another call by our referee as CFC will take over with possession. Demichelis, another hit, and Chattanooga's man still down. Garvanyan has stopped by to check on him. Santa Croce is with him. And we've got athletic staff coming onto the field to make sure that he's all right. Hopefully he is. Big collision. They'll take a moment and check on him. We'll take a break as well. Pro Side Soccer. Chattanooga Football Club, Corpus Christi FC, deadlocked, scoreless in the 34th minute. It's the 110th running of the U.S. Open Cup from Chattanooga.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back to Chattanooga. Deadlocked, scoreless between Chattanooga Football Club and Corpus Christi FC as the 35th minute is halfway over. Big collision. Chattanooga's man looks to be all right. They have actually pulled Keegan Anselin over the touchline at midfield, and they're taking a moment with him as we get back underway between Corpus Christi FC and Chattanooga Football Club. It's the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Glad you're with us. Just getting started in all of the action in the U.S. Open Cup, and Chattanooga's club taking on the USL2 side Sharks of Corpus Christi. Chattanooga with the ball after the big collision, their man going down. They're down on the right about 20 yards behind midfield. Long feed. Fareed Sarsar catches this. He hands it off to Milo. Garvanyan back to Fareed. Pressure coming. It's Demichelis who's playing up. Sent to the far side again, and Logan Brown will be the one who works to the ball. The Texan looks back to Fareed. Sarsar on top of it. Fareed, the center back. He's been really good. He's from San Martin, Mexico originally. Comes in, replaced the big guy, Anatoly Prempelitz, at that center back spot, and he has been a charm, a gem in that center back spot. Sent up towards midfield. Chattanooga with it. A big high bouncing delivery across to Milo Garvanyan. He's on the close side just off the touchline. Bends this over the top. Stolen on the edge of the circle and vacant space. This one taken by the Sharks through midfield. They've got it back to the circle, across to the far side on the touchline just behind midfield. Rolling this, trying to go from left to right on the attack. Nowhere to connect. So they'll return and retreat a bit and try to reset their shape. Find some way to get through this Chattanooga defense. Back across far side. Chattanooga Football Club loses their defensive prowess as this one rolls through for the Sharks. Corpus Christi a couple of connections in a row. Corpus Christi is going to lose this off to Chattanooga Football Club. CFC rolling the ball through. and nowhere to connect, so they lose this off to Corpus Christi at midfield. Sharks backwards with it. Sharks lose this on the edge of the area. Now they're going to clear it away. Corpus Christi sends this long over the top, and Chattanooga will regather and be on top of the ball. CFC just behind midfield to the right of it in a scoreless match in our 37th minute that has just eclipsed our 38th. They'll pitch this long over the top on the far side down into the wing. Down along the touchline, Chattanooga Football Club battling towards the end line, going to bend it onto the corner of the area. CFC a double team on top of Alex McGrath, chipped away, and the Sharks come up with the ball. Well played by Medina Nieto. Trying to get a couple of connections. Chattanooga strips it right back. They're just beyond the area, out to the edge of the circle. This one taken up by Milo. Garvanyan delivers to Sarsar. Fareed back to Garvanyan. Milo touches, ropes this pass long to Mendonça. Mendonça just beyond the wing, delivers this deep to the end line. Coming up on top of it and losing it is Keegan Anselin. Had it for a moment. Ball rolls off of the end line, and Cuba Grant was hoping for a goal kick, but this will be a corner for Chattanooga Football Club. It'll be the first corner we've seen in this match between these two sides. Chattanooga FC will deliver from the left side of the area to the close side of the pitch, way down on the left for us from the press box. Tate Robertson will be the one who bends it inside. There are 4 Navy kits standing in the 6-yard box. Make it 5 as Mangarov joins them. For the 4-5 Navy kits, there are 7 white kits. Here's the long delivery. A header out in the 6-yard box sent straight up out to the penalty arc. Chattanooga trying to get after it. Daniel can't get under it. Mangarov loses this. Sharks can't clear. Chattanooga regathers. Sent to Mangarov on the corner of the area. Corpus Christi cuts it off. Long delivery out front to Rodriguez. Gabriel being chased from behind. He'll try the far touch line. Corpus Christi has it. Harassed by Stevie Luis Jean. Centered up to Nieto. Emerson leaves this off. A long feed to midfield. The Sharks have it. Getting a little bit of steam going to Michelin. This one left off and sent by Herrera down the field. Making some progress. Corpus Christi goes back to Andres. Herrera looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Deep into the wing along the touchline. Corpus Christi on the attacking end for the first time in a while. Sent backwards by Santa Croce. The quick connection is immediately sent back to him. He's harassed by Mendonça. Santa Croce can't keep it. Somehow through traffic through Corpus Christi, and Stevie Luis Jean clears the ball from the edge of Chattanooga's area. It goes about halfway to midfield before it's taken up again by the Sharks. Corpus Christi, 1 connection, now 2. Herrera finds a man down inside, looking for the penalty arc. Floater out towards the spot. Chattanooga headers this to Garvanyan, who kicks it over the top. Aerial play out towards the circle where the Texas club will have to regather and reset. Corpus Christi sends a quick pass to Herrera. Andres can't do anything as Garvanyan runs it down from behind, and it's taken away from Demichelis for a moment. Chattanooga trying to hem in these Sharks who have it near midfield. Great heeled pass behind the back. Quick connection. Corpus Christi, long howitzer of a shot, sails over the top as Jakupovic lets this go. That will be goal kick for Chattanooga as we have reached our 41st minute of play between Chattanooga FC and Corpus Christi FC in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Glad you're with us for what is a scoreless deadlock match. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We've got all the action, and glad you're along for the ride. This one started again by Eldine. Long feed across, up towards midfield. Chattanooga will send it backwards to Logan Brown. Logan, handoff to Fareed. Sarsar, the man from San Martin, Mexico, to the Texan. The Dallas native. Back across to Fareed. He'll leave it for Milo Garvanyan. Garvanyan from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Walks this towards midfield, passes it up to Callum Watson, and the England native able to keep possession. Mendonça chips this down. Long feed over the top. Chattanooga's got it deep in the wing near the end line. CFC running this back in a half circle to try and find a connection, and a pass misfired. Tried to go behind the back on the no-looker. This one rolls off over the end line for a Cuba Grant goal kick. Sharks take back over with the ball. Great crowd tonight. Beautiful weather for it. 70 degrees, sunny, breezy, feeling good. Everybody's out in full force. Chattanooga Football Club matches are like nothing you've ever experienced. We want you here with us. ChattanoogaFC.com. Click onto the tickets tab. So many great home matches to be a part of. We're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia coming up on the 30th of the month. On April 5th, Orlando visits town. You can be here with us. ChattanoogaFC.com. Click onto the tickets tab. CFCTix.com. CFCTix.com. Sharks, long feed through midfield, down to the touchline on the far side. They've got a head of steam from left to right towards the area. Chattanooga's Fareed Sarsar cuts it off. Center back pitches this forward for Chattanooga. Back to him on the touchline, looking for somewhere to go. He likes Logan Brown. This one rolled through the area for Chattanooga. Yakupovic, the keeper, comes out and greets it on the 6-yard box, trying the far side now. Chattanooga creates some space artificially midway through our 43rd minute where we're scoreless. We've seen some great scoring chances. This has been a barn burner. It looks like this one will stay a barn burner. We've nearly played 3/4 of an hour of regulation. We're about to go to the half. When we do, the second half promises to be just as electric, and I hope you'll be with us for all 3/4 of an hour of that. It's going to be a really good second half of play in this U.S. Open Cup match between Corpus Christi FC and Chattanooga. This one out to midfield. Mendonca's got it for Chattanooga. They're working from right to left to Stevie. Luis Jean has it stolen away. Sharks can't stay on top of it. I believe he errantly trips their man. Giuseppe Santa Croce goes down, and it looks like that was an accident. They shake it off, and they'll get the kick. 44th minute has arrived. Inside of 100 seconds to play in regulation of this first half. Just behind midfield, on top of the ball, the Sharks. Chipped along, over the top, Corpus Christi, taken away out of the air for Reed. Quick pass, Chattanooga's got it. Long feed across to Stevie. Luis Jean rejects this initially before it's regathered by Chattanooga. They're going to test out the far side. Mendonca floated this over. Tate Robertson through midfield. Long ball delivered across to the touchline, and Alex McGrath, the captain of Chattanooga Football Club, forces a Shark to blow a tire, rolls this into the area. No one there to get on top of the ball as Cuba Grant, the keeper, is over to it. 44th minute coming to a close as we've arrived at the 45th minute of regulation in this first half of play. Almost 3/4 of an hour in the books between Chattanooga and the Sharks. Cuba Grant burning as much clock as he can before delivering a long ball. 2 minutes of stoppage time tacked on to this first half of play after 3/4 of an hour roll. Waiting for the signal on the field still, but I'm being told 2 minutes of stoppage time. Chattanooga out to Tate Robertson just behind midfield. Rolled backwards. Logan Brown goes across. Fareed Sarsar leaves it for Garvanyan. Quick pressure coming. This one from Andres Herrera. They play keep away. Now chased by Gabriel Rodriguez. Logan Brown with it for Chattanooga. Through midfield, down to the touchline. CFC ropes this back to Brown. Logan looking for somewhere to go, as this one has nearly reached its conclusion of the first half. Callum Watson takes it up just beyond midfield, tries a long winding feed. This one stolen out of the air by Corpus Christi. They can't send it back through midfield as Watson comes up with it. We do get the signal for 2 minutes of stoppage time, so they'll play another 120 seconds before we go to the locker room for a break between these two. Out to midfield, Chattanooga on the ball. Logan Brown leaves it off. Back to Fareed Sarsar. He's walking his way out towards the attacking end. Floats a long feed over the top to the back door, deep on the right side, and this one escapes over the end line with 90 seconds to play in stoppage time on our first half. Scoreless between Chattanooga and the Sharks. You can follow Chattanooga Football Club at Chattanooga FC. Would love to hear where you're tuned in from. You can tweet at me at SchryGuy, SCHRAYGUY. If it's still called a tweet. You could post at me on X, whatever they call it now. Cuba Grant goal kick for the Sharks. Corpus Christi FC delivers a long ball over the top through the air. This one rattles backwards. Corpus Christi trying to regather. On top of it, Herrera sent to the far side. Sharks to midfield. They'll return this across to the touchline, but it's intercepted by Alex McGrath. He's got a head of steam. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Left off to Garvanyan. Long feed down towards the wing on the close side. Keegan Anselin looking for somewhere to feed this. We're in the final 40 seconds of stoppage time. He goes to the end line. The ball rolled off big aggressive play, and they'll send this with the Sharks of Corpus Christi. A lot of contact. Anselin trying to fight that onto the pitch at the end line. They'll say he last touched it and hand the ball off to Corpus Christi. So Cuba Grant will take goal kick, and happy to burn as much time as he can. Only a quarter of a minute left in stoppage time between these two as the referee says, hey, stop wasting time. Sounds the whistle. 47 minutes on the clock. That's 2 minutes of stoppage time plus 3/4 of an hour of regulation. Cuba Grant is going to just send us to the locker room as they hit him with a whistle. So 1/2 of play is gone in the books between Chattanooga and the Sharks of Corpus Christi in the U.S. Open Cup. The 110th running of the Lamar Hunt. We'll be back with the second half of action between these two. It promises to be just as much of a barn burner as our first half. Don't go anywhere. Scoreless, clean sheet. 1/2 gone, 1/2 to go.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable. And together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
Attention Chattanooga FC supporters. Get exclusive content and insider access by following us on social media. From live match commentary to player interviews and training highlights, there's always something new to discover. Engage with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to stay in the loop and never miss a moment. Be the first to know about special events, ticket offers, and giveaways. Follow Chattanooga Football Club today and join our online family.
Hi, I'm EJ Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends, millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What?
No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm gonna do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time. What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in a Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
that was a joke. Oh. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back to Fort Finley in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We have played 3/4 of an hour between Chattanooga Football Club and Corpus Christi FC. It is the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. We're deadlocked, a clean sheet after one half of play. Chattanooga Football Club playing host to the USL 2 side amateur competition in the Sharks, and they've looked really good. They've bent, they've not broken, they've been able to fend off a few great scoring chances put together by Chattanooga where they did have runs on goal, but just unable to pull it all together, and that's what Corpus Christi FC is going to look to do in this second half. Chattanooga had started to rotate players towards the end of that second half. Who was striking, who was attacking. They'll likely have taken some time during the halftime break, gone to the whiteboard and said, what do we have to do to fix this? Obviously, we should be finding our way through and scoring a goal or two in that first half against the USL 2-side Sharks. They'll look to clean it up and score in this second half. Change a couple of small things. There is a couple of changes as to who's on the pitch. We'll get to those in a moment. It's Chattanooga FC and Corpus Christi in the 110th 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei. 32 first-round matches nationwide, and this amateur side had to play into this. We'll see if they can capitalize tonight. Glad you're with us. I'm about to get started with the second half. Scoreless after 45 minutes. Corpus Christi will start our second half with possession of the football. They'll also work from right to left in half number 2. Cuba Grant still in goal for the Sharks, and Chattanooga's Jakupovic still in goal on the other end of the field of play. Sharks are waiting for the call from the referee. We are heavily timed in the U.S. Open Cup. This is the 10th ever U.S. Open Cup campaign for Chattanooga's football club. They're aiming to build on what was an electric preseason, undefeated, 4-0-1, just one draw, and an unbeaten start to the year. 2 wins, one over Inter Miami CF and one over Huntsville in MLS Next Pro action. It's the first ever U.S. Open Cup appearance for Corpus Christi. They're testing themselves against the professional side for the first time, and a scoreless first half feels like a win in my book. Corpus Christi will start us half number 2. This is the opening round of the U.S. Open Cup between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Chattanooga takes it away quickly at midfield. They're working from left to right, and Alex McGrath can't stay with it as he's double-teamed. Handoff, flipped backwards, and Corpus Christi Sharks almost back to the area as they'll chip it across to the far side and look for space there. Nothing initially. Back towards midfield, regathered, not liking all the pressure. Mangarov playing up. Now Garvanyan trying to strip the ball away. Quack on top of it. This one kept alive by Emerson Nieto, who pitches it out to midfield. Through that stripe, and Fareed Sarsar takes it down out of the air for Chattanooga Football Club. CFC into the circle. This one popped backwards by the Sharks. Corpus Christi. It's a scoring chance, but it's 2-on-4, and they're shut down pretty quickly as they hand this off to Herrera. Corpus Christi through traffic, now trying the wing on the left side of the area that's closest to us in the press box. This one goes backwards and is controlled momentarily by Fiorni, who sends it back to midfield. Sharks, long feed through the circle, rattling and rolling as Stevie nearly comes up with it. Pitched across by Mendonça as Chattanooga has the ball. Sent to midfield again as CFC able to keep possession away from the Sharks. Long pass, skying this over the top in vacant space. Luis Jean tackled down from behind, and the yellow card flashed. This time it's caught by Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi FC draws the yellow card as Stevie Luis Jean is tackled down from behind. He goes down hard and is still writhing in pain. Arthur Medina, the one who is going to draw the yellow card. The last-minute roster change for him went from wearing 5 to 7 tonight, or vice versa, 7 to 5. Stevie Luis Jean appears to be all right. It'll be a free kick for Chattanooga. They're about 15 yards beyond the midfield line into the attacking end of the pitch, almost into the attacking third. A long way from goal. We'll see what they can do with the space and the time. Haven't seen a lot of set pieces in this match. Only one corner in the first half for Chattanooga. CFC gets this started. Long floater over the top to the edge of the area on the left side, all the way down to the end line. Bent back door. This one misfired and comes off the side of the twine as the ball will stay with Chattanooga, and it will be their second corner kick of the match, their third prime scoring set piece chance. This one will be delivered from the far side. They're all the way down to the right end of the pitch. Tate Robertson will be the one who tries to bend this down into the area for Chattanooga's football club. 48th minute is closing into our 49th. Still scoreless as the second half just getting started. Robertson bends this over the top. Backdoor header. This one floats over the top out onto the pitch behind the net. Cuba Grant and the Sharks of Corpus Christi can take a sigh of relief as the sheet remains clean in this U.S. Open Cup match. Gabriel Schrei, glad you're here with us, and this one has become an absolute slugfest in Chattanooga as the USL2 amateur side is hanging with pro side Chattanooga Football Club. Ball rolls out to midfield just beyond it. Stevie Luis Jean unable to stay with it initially. Chattanooga now strips this away. Pass through the circle on the backside. They're trying to get on the attack from left to right and nowhere to fit this. So Tate Robertson will slow things down and examine the pitch out in front of him. Both clubs looking to seize momentum. It's one of the oldest national soccer tournaments on the entire globe. 110th running of this one. Chattanooga is eager to avoid another early upset after last year's unexpected exit. Chattanooga, Logan Brown sends this across on the backside to the center back for Reed Sarsar. Sarsar, the Mexico native, up to midfield, and right on the stripe, he'll get the ball directly back, nowhere to go. Chattanooga tries the long floater for Reed, feeds this over to Tate Robertson, gets it around a single defender on the touchline. Menjay bends this inside. McGrath backwards from the penalty arc out to the circle as it's redirected in the air. This one touched across and picked up off of a boot by Gianluca, and now as they're getting down into the attacking end, a whistle against the Sharks. So the violation will give the ball to Mendonça for the quick kick. Dropped and delivered up to Stevie Luis Jean just behind midfield as Chattanooga works from left to right in a scoreless match in our 50th minute that is nearing the 51st. These two deadlocked, and it's been a massive struggle with some great scoring opportunities. Chattanooga tries this long feed over the top, directed away by the Sharks initially, now errantly sent off of the pitch over the top of their own bench into the Chattahooligans. Great chance now for Chattanooga FC. The throw-in will come from directly along the edge of the 18-yard box. This is Tate Robertson who will deliver quintessentially an opportunity for a set piece. This feels like a corner. Thrown in outside of the 18-yard box. Robertson will go backwards with the ball to Logan Brown, the Texas native. Centers it up to Fareed Sarsar, who's standing in the midfield circle. Back to Logan. Brown looking for somewhere to go. Defended way up on the press by the Sharks. Again, the Sharks chasing. Gabriel Rodriguez up after Fareed Sarsar. Through traffic, Chattanooga goes to the captain, Alex McGrath. He leaves it off, a dicey little pass to Menjay. Backwards to the midfield stripe, Garvanyan to Fareed. Sarsar floats this rolling, teetering, rattling its way across the top of the turf to Logan Brown. Dribble, dribble, dribble. This one down to Tate Robertson. The delivery is broken up by the Sharks. Corpus Christi FC, a little baby nutmeg around Menjay. This one taken momentarily by Mendonça. He's triple teamed, floated across to Stevie. Luis Jean pass inside. This one broken up, and it rolls through the penalty arc. Down where it's gathered by Cuba Grant on the edge of the area. The 52nd minute has arrived. We are still scoreless. The sheet clean, the clouds clear, skies beautiful in Chattanooga as Lookout Mountain keeps a watchful eye on us in the U.S. Open Cup. Gabriel Schrei, glad you're along with us as the night has started to arrive at Fort Finley. Chattanooga takes it away on the back just outside of the area. Long shot, wide right. Just missed, and it was obviously by the reaction of the players going to go wide. And Cuba Grant didn't even shuffle his feet. That one misses by about 4 or 5 feet from the right post. A long, blistering shot by Chattanooga, just misdirected. Stolen on the back, so it'll be goal kick, and we're underway again. Handed off to Tiago Diaz, and the Portugal native goes right back to Cuba Grant, who floats this out to midfield on a skying feed. Taken up by Corpus Christi. Sharks working this from right to left down to the corner of the area. Steps around a Chattanooga defender. One more inside on the 6-yard box. Delivered down towards the end line in the corner. Tate Robertson sends this into the air, broken up and cleared away by Chattanooga Football Club out to midfield. Sharks regather out of the air. Long feed down towards the wing. Stolen away by Tate Robertson again, looking for Gianluca, the Italian native who went to Missouri State, and unable to find him on the edge of the wing as this one floated out of the edge of the area by Fareed Sarsar. Looking for the midfield circle, Sharks hit it with a header. The helmeted ball kept aerial again by Corpus Christi FC. Battling for possession with Stevie Luis Jean is Sofian Maguse, the London, England native from Barking Abbey Academy, fighting for possession. Chattanooga comes down with it. Menjay gets the ball and the whistle on a collision. The ball is redirected by Anselin, and Keegan is going to get hit with a yellow card. He was trying to get the ball to Menjay, and as he came to the ball, a big collision, middle of the body there, like a hip check almost. Didn't seem to be intentional to me. Emerson Nieto is the one who caught the hit. Graduate of Indiana Tech, played for the Warriors, 19 matches as a senior. So a set piece now, a long kick just beyond the circle for Corpus Christi Football Club. Not much they can do with this. We'll see if they're able to create some sort of chance. 54th minute, scoreless, clean sheet. Long delivery by Corpus Christi over the top. The header ball by Chattanooga into the area on the left side. This one a battle, and down to the pitch goes Menjay. Ball to Chattanooga. Very similar to what we just saw a moment ago at midfield. This time it's Giuseppe Santa Croce who draws the whistle and the ball into possession of Chattanooga FC, who works from left to right. Deadlocked, scoreless, clean sheet between these two in the 55th minute. Chattanooga with the ball just beyond their own area. They'll work from left to right. This one floated across the back line. Logan Brown, he doesn't keep it for long. Logan delivers to Farid. Sarsar walking his way towards midfield, almost precisely between the area and the midfield stripe. Sends it off to the far side and gets it right back on a returned pass. Farid to Stevie. Luis Jean to the far touchline. Chattanooga looking for somewhere to go. This one going to be a long pitch down the field into the area. Alex McGrath has it, heavily double-teamed and harassed by Herrera and Nieto. Pursued into the corner. Chattanooga loses the ball momentarily on a feed. This one loose on the corner of the 18. Sharks have it. Sent down to the penalty spot. Chattanooga playing the press. Ball redirected. Menjay Quack keeps it alive on the touchline. Set out front. Chattanooga battles it off the boots of one Shark. Stolen away initially. Two men on Tate Robertson, who is fighting his way through traffic, and the whistle on Robertson. An absolute street fight between these three. Robertson heavily contested. Defenders draped all over him and giving him the business. Stays on his boots initially before finally going down and threw a little shove there at the end. I'm surprised we didn't see a card either way. Very, very physical moment between these two clubs as our sheet is clean in the 56th minute in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Glad you're with us. We've seen a lot of great scoring chances. The electricity and the tension continues to build. The 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and we're going to have all of it. I can't believe we haven't seen a goal between these two. So the Sharks get us started, rolling the ball backwards. Quick connection. McGregor Wickham hands it off. Larson sent it to Cuba Grant, and he sends it to midfield. Through midfield, caught on the edge of the circle. Chattanooga tries to break this up. Larson keeping it away. Keegan Anselin after Cuba Grant, who goes all the way back for the ball in the 6-yard box, draws him in and floats this over the top out to midfield. Taken initially, oh my goodness, by the Sharks, and upended full force by Menjay Quack. He let him have it. No card. I don't think it was intentional. The referee just wants to check on him. The spot for Chattanooga is not prime positioning, but not terrible either. Maybe 15, 20 yards beyond the 18-yard box. A solid 75, 85 feet from scoring range. We'll call it 90 to be safe. Chattanooga standing by with the ball. Mangarov is off to the side. The kick will be delivered by Tate Robertson. He touches it to Mangarov. Daniel gives it right back. Long feed over the top to the back door for Chattanooga, and too much on this as it sails over the end line. Farid Sarsar was there. Two defenders in tow for Corpus Christi Sharks, and the ball just had a little too much sauce on the dish as it floats out of play. Two standing by to handle business. Tiago Diaz was there, waiting with him. Demichelis. Either way, that one finds its way over the end line. Goal kick, Cuba Grant and the Sharks. 58th minute is halfway over, where we're scoreless between these two in Chattanooga. Corpus Christi secured their cup berth by topping USL League Two's Lone Star Division in 2024. The winner advances to the 16 MLS team round of 32. Ball out to midfield. Chattanooga taking over with possession. They're just behind it on the left side. from where we sit in the press box. Big collision. Sharks take it away. Chattanooga fans want to call. Corpus Christi, 3-on-4. They've got it from right to left. Left off, back door, corner of the area, centered up, and Chattanooga now taking shape on the back end. Menjay Quack steals a pass. CFC clears the ball over the top of a defender. Making their way towards midfield, they've broken up this opportunity. Menjay pitches this towards the center of the field. Through to the back door. Chattanooga's on top of it. Just outside of the area, looking for help inside. Pitched for Keegan Anselin on the end line, and Cuba Grant sells out to get on top of this one. Daniel Mangarov, a brilliant takeaway, able to pitch that down inside for Keegan, and Anselin unable to get boots onto the ball as our sheet remains clean in our 59th minute of play between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi. Sharks on the back inside of the area, harassed by Chattanooga in the wing, blown tire, and this one will go with the Sharks. Anselin gets after him, the West Florida product, all after the ball. Sent back inside by Tiago Dias for goal kick. Tiago is from Portimao, Portugal. Played his prep at Peto Antonio Alexio Secondary. Transferred to Indiana Tech to play for the Warriors after starting for the University of Albany. The graduate student appeared in 16 matches in 2024 where he scored 5 goals. Came up with 10 total points. Chattanooga at midfield. It's Mendonça. They're on the left side of the line and trying to work from left to right. Back on the attack. This one pitched to the touchline far side. Sent into the area. The 18-yard box can't control it. Down into the wing on the touchline. Sharks have the ball momentarily, trying to establish possession. Rolling. 4 players there, 6 players there. Sharks have it for the moment. Corpus Christi all alone on the edge of the area on top of the football, and a chance to clear this away. Out to midfield. Misfired pass looking for Gianluca. This one sails off of the field. So Chattanooga back in possession. Stevie Luis Jean takes over as we've almost played 1 hour of footy from Chattanooga, Tennessee. This one scoreless as we've hit the 1 hour mark between these two clubs in the U.S. Open Cup. Deadlocked, clean sheet, no one has scored. We have seen chance after chance after chance. The electricity is through the roof, the voltage deadly in Chattanooga. CFC with the ball at midfield, pitching this back and forth, trying to create space for themselves. Logan Brown thinks he may have manufactured some. Luis Jean says no and returns the football. Back to Fareed Sarsar, who lopes his way along the circle. And at midfield, he'll go back to Logan Brown, the Texas native. Brown, walking his way towards the touchline, finds Tate Robertson from Ohio. Robertson steps around a would-be defender, looking for somewhere to feed the football, finds a pass down inside towards the 6-yard box. Desperate attempts to clear it. Sharks keep it alive. This goes off over the touchline. Really good play defensively by Corpus Christi. Getting airborne, selling out Tiago Dias, put his toes of his cleats onto the ball and pitched that towards the end line. Then the Sharks even kept it in play, preventing that one from being a corner for Chattanooga. That's great defense. It would have been a great scoring chance for CFC if the pass had been connected on. Logan Brown on the edge of the midfield circle looking for somewhere to go after Chattanooga gets us started again. Working from left to right. Mendonça heavily defended. 2 there. Logan Brown harassed from behind. He'll hand it off to Fareed Sarsar. Eldin Jakupovic is about to midfield, the keeper of Chattanooga. He is playing way out of the post. This one pitched over the top for Chattanooga Football Club and taken away deep in the corner on the far side. Now sent off by the Sharks of Corpus Christi. Just over an hour played. 62nd minute is about to come to its conclusion as we're scoreless in Chattanooga, Tennessee between Corpus Christi and CFC. The night has arrived, the sun is gone, and the light fading quickly as the stadium lights have flickered on and are pouring down onto the pitch in Chattanooga, a beautiful AstroTurf field. Corpus Christi puts us back underway with a throw-in. This one rolls through traffic, rattles to the boots of a Chattanoogan. Sent to midfield, this one errantly passed and misfired, looking for Fareed, who will find Jakupovic on the back. The keeper on the edge of the area delivers to Brown. Logan will walk his way towards midfield. Dribble. The Texan native leaves it off on the touchline. Blown tire, this sails. He was looking for Tate Robertson, who is not happy with a misfired pass. And the man from Springfield, they lose the ball. Sharks get us started again, thrown in from the area, long feed, connected once, now twice. Corpus Christi backwards with the ball, not liking what they see. A handoff from Daniel Larson to Gabriel Rodriguez. Chattanooga playing up, Anselin creating danger, blown tire, ball loose in the 18-yard box. Sharks after it, able to keep away Mangarov. This one alive on the touchline on the far side, deep in the wing. Corpus Christi keeping it away from Chattanooga, rolling it to the keeper, and they avoid crisis. Nearly able to steal the ball away deep in the 18-yard box. Chattanooga FC would have had a brilliant scoring opportunity. Deadlocked, scoreless, Chattanooga throw-in coming. They're on the close side of the pitch to us in the press box, way down on the right. Thrown in into the edge of the area, out towards the penalty arc. McGrath leaves it off. Chattanooga FC into the edge of the wing. Tate Robertson pitched down towards the end line. Feed inside, sent up aerial by the Sharks on the corner of the 6-yard box. Cuba Grant bats this away. Ball rolls through the penalty arc. Chattanooga trying to get it rolling again. Can't do it. Regathered by Logan Brown before it reaches midfield. Tate Robertson to Quack. Huge collision, an arm thrown on Menjay. Tate Robertson nearly tackled off of the field on the touchline. The ball will stay with Chattanooga. Massive physicality. Throw in, and the referee is going to send the ball with Corpus Christi. Well, he signaled Corpus Christi. The AR is saying no. It's our second assistant referee on the close touchline who says, no, that has to be. It must be a Chattanooga ball. There's no way they saw the arm thrown. That was very, very aggressive. You don't usually see that level of contact. 65th minute rolling, scoreless between these two. It's the club from Texas, the USL 2 side, Corpus Christi, the Sharks taking on Chattanooga Football Club of the MLSNP side. Throw in coming for Chattanooga. Tate Robertson, quick connection. This one rolled back to Tate from McGrath. Somehow through traffic, inside by McGrath and sent off by the Sharks over the end line. Hello, kiddos. Up on the concourse who are stoked to get the football as they play in the grass. A corner kick coming for Chattanooga Football Club. 1 hour and 5 minutes gone at Fort Finley as the night has arrived. No scores on the board as we have seen shot after scoring opportunity after scoring opportunity, and now the 6-yard box is flooded with kits. Both teams fighting for position, waiting for the signal. The corner kick will come from the close side. Delivered backdoor. Cuba Grant flashes the gloves. Grant makes the save, standing on his head. That young man has been lights out tonight for Corpus Christi. He has kept them in this match. The scoreboard remains clean. 2 big zeros up there. 66-minute rolling, collision at midfield. Chattanooga fans want to call, it's not coming. Sharks with it. They roll it backwards, 20 yards behind midfield. Daniel Larson. Larson passed it once, gets it right back. Larson is from Norway, played for the Peacocks of St. Peter's University. 32 matches, 3 goals during his tenure there. Big collision just beyond midfield draws a call from our assistant referee 1 in the 67th minute. Ball will come back into play momentarily as the Sharks will be in possession. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei, Pro Side Soccer, Amateur Side Soccer. It's the U.S. Open Cup in Chattanooga. This one has been an absolute barn burner, and the action just continues to build. Sharks somehow get it through. They're 10 yards beyond the area. A lot of Chattanooga bodies parked on the back. Sent out front. Corpus Christi going to retreat to midfield, just beyond the midfield circle. Now over the stripe to the center back. Full reset. And they'll pitch it long to the wing. Logan Brown, the only one there to help Jakubovic. He directs it to Eldin, and the veteran keeper easily gloves the ball. No surprise to see Eldin Jakubovic continue to look very good. The goalkeeper, 40 years old, last played for LAFC during the 2023 season. Took a year off before joining Chattanooga Football Club. Won an FA Cup with Leicester City and Russian Cup with Lokomotiv Moscow. Made one appearance for the Switzerland national team, part of the squad that competed in the UEFA Euro 2008 finals. Dual citizen of Switzerland, Bosnia. Jakubovic represented Switzerland from the U18 level through to the senior team. Former clubs include Grasshopper, FC Thun, UEFA Champion League starts, Lokomotiv Moscow, Olympiacos, you name it, he's played it all. True veteran of the game. Back underway, this one rolls through midfield, rattles around. The Sharks have it all alone for the moment. pitched across the top side. Aerial play finds Matthew Roberts. He's going out towards midfield. Chattanooga, heavily contested. Logan Brown gets on top of the ball. Left off, and the whistle, a yellow card shown back at the spot of the collision. Logan Brown able to draw this on the collision with Gabriel Rodriguez from Cali, Colombia. It's funny, I mentioned at the half, a couple of the writers in the press row here are friends of mine, and I said, man, that kid who played for the Golden Eagles was a stud in college. That's Gabriel Rodriguez. 32 goals, 76 points in 57 matches. He played for the University of Charleston. Also mentioned a couple of these guys played for Big South schools. I did a Big South series of softball this weekend on ESPN between UC Upstate and Presbyterian, and Corpus Christi has a player from the Spartans and one from the Blue Hose. At midfield, Chattanooga with the ball. 69th minute, halfway over, scoreless, deadlock, clean sheet. Long feed towards the wing on the close side, down the touchline, and Quack tripped from behind as he comes up with possession. Menjay got onto the ball and was taken down from behind, tripped up as Arthur Medina caught his boots, and this is the best spot we've seen for Chattanooga in this match. We're still scoreless. The 69th minute has given way to the 70th minute. Just 20 minutes left in regulation of this U.S. Open Cup match. Chattanooga, a very prime spot for the kick. It's Tate Robertson and Daniel Mangarov standing just yards off of the 18-yard box. What can they do from this spot so close to the area? A two-man wall has formed between them and the goal itself. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue kits are standing just inside of the penalty spot. There's the signal. Mangarov leaves it. Robertson floats out front of the 6-yard box. Backdoor on the header. Misfired kick. Cleared. Sharks get this one away as well. Sent out of the area, and the sheet remains clean. Again, avoiding tragedy on all of these spots. Chattanooga will try sending it long over the top for Tate Robertson down near the end line. He's got it onside, battling for it in the corner, way down on the right on the close side of the pitch. Dribble, dribble, dribble through a pair of defenders. Menjay Quack fights his way into the 18. From the end line, feet inside, header back door, he misses. Wide left, just feet from scoring for Chattanooga Football Club as we remain scoreless in this U.S. Open Cup match. Beautiful delivery. Menjay Quack takes a pass from Tate Robertson, who has to fist fight his way through traffic, somehow finesses the ball back to Menjay. He dribbles down into the 18, floats it across to a beautiful header from Anselin. Anselin's shot off of his face goes just wide left. Sheet clean, 71st minute, halfway over between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi FC. I'm Gabriel Schry, and this is the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. This one rolls off, and Chattanooga will stay in possession. Glad you're with us. This has been an absolute barn burner. I mean, the action just does not get better than this. Chattanooga immediately a whistle. They'll have to try again. Referee didn't like how quickly they got started. Two really good coaching staffs. David versus Goliath undercurrent, amateur visitors, an established professional side in Chattanooga. Through midfield, CFC, they're driving left to right, taking their time. They're not going to move it forward initially. Now here's the feed down the touchline. One kick now two, dribbling through traffic. Long feed towards the end line. He's got Stevie. Luis Jean down towards the touchline in the corner. Chattanooga rotating out front of the 18-yard box, looking for somewhere to go. Mendonça sends it all the way back to the circle. Logan Brown hands it off to Fareed. Sar, the center back to Logan Brown. The Texan looking to the close side. Doesn't find a connection initially. Leaves it off for Alex McGrath on the touchline. Stolen by the Sharks. Corpus Christi FC takes it away. Through the central portion of the field, they're going to chip it across to the back door. This one taken up by Corpus Christi. Just behind the midfield stripe. Nowhere to go initially. They'll return this. The Sharks looking for another connection. Left off again on the edge of the circle. Still scoreless. 72nd minute has ended. We're into the 73rd between these two. Walking it. Daniel Larson looking for a connection. He'll leave it off down to Gabriel Rodriguez, who's going to go over to the touchline on the far side. Corpus Christi working from right to left towards the area. Great feed down into the 18-yard box. Stevie Luis Jean breaks it up and clears it away. Magoose went down to Herrera, who nearly had a scoring chance, and Luis Jean breaks it up as the Sharks will reset. The ball rolled out to midfield just beyond that stripe. Now they'll work from right to left again, looking for somewhere to go. Down the touchline, dribble, left off into the edge of the wing. Corpus Christi fed it down to some help as we get the whistle. They turn it over too much for the liking of our referee, as Chattanooga will take over with possession of the football. Looked for a moment like we were going to see an opportunity for Sophia and the London, England native, but not to be so. 73rd minute concludes. Welcome to the 74th, where we're deadlocked. A clean sheet between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi. Sharks back in a defensive shell. CFC, one long pass now to Anselin, back door to the edge of the wing. Blown tire. CFC stays with it. Keegan battles through traffic, leaves it off toward the end line. Long shot. This one rolls through to the back door. Chattanooga going to have to run it down in the corner. CFC unable to get on top of the ball in time. A absolute foot race between these two as Quack able to get to it, but not the first to touch it. Matthew Roberts set it off, so Chattanooga will throw in. Robertson across out front of the 18-yard box. Big collision, a Shark run down, and they'll send the ball with Corpus Christi because of that. Arthur Medina able to draw the call. It'll be a free kick from about 10 yards beyond the area for Corpus Christi. They're way down on their own side of the pitch on the right. It is the U.S. Open Cup from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and the voltage was high coming out of the half. Don't stick a fork in this match. Don't touch the radio dial. It will electrocute you. I'm Gabriel Try. We have got the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup scoreless. Clean sheet, 75th minute. We have played 1.25 hours between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi, and no one has broken the tie. Deadlock continues as Chattanooga on a run from left to right. One pass now, two. They're going to have to retreat momentarily as the Sharks are able to cut them off. Back out to midfield, looking for somewhere to go from 5 yards behind midfield. Long feed across, connection found to Mendonça. He'll sky this, airing it out down into the 18-yard box. Too much, as there's a big collision between McGrath and the waiting Daniel Larson that prevents McGrath from gathering. The ball goes over the end line, and it will be a Chattanooga corner. A set piece for CFC. Historically, they have been very, very good on these set pieces. Not a ton of corners drawn so far this season. This will be their 6th of the year. 2 in each of their first 2 regular season MLSNP matches. The corner will come from the close side, everybody down on the right end of the pitch. The 6-yard box is absolutely packed with traffic. Chattanooga's man standing by, waiting to deliver, waiting for the signal. 76th minute, Waring winding on. There's the whistle, everybody shuffling down in the 6-yard box. Long delivery, bent to the front side, and Cuba Grant gloves it again. The keeper for the Sharks snatches it out of the air and drop kicks this down the field. The sheet remains clean. We play on in Chattanooga. 1.25 hours gone between these two sides as the ball rolls off, and we'll see it put back into play momentarily. A substitution coming. We haven't seen any during play. Quack got the change of the half. Chattanooga is going to get Anselin off, and in his place, the best scorer in club history, Marcus Naglestad, the center forward from Norway. More on him in a moment. Jesus Ibarra will come on in place. Menje Quack. Jesus Ibarra is from San Diego, California. We're also going to see Santa Croce come off for Jack Thomas from Columbus, Ohio. He played at Hillard Darby High, scored 17 goals, 39 assists in 50 matches. He's still playing for USC Upstate, the Spartans. About to get back underway. Marcus Naglestad, more on him in just a moment. The most decorated in club history for Chattanooga FC. Still scoreless in the 77th. I'm Gabriel Schrei. It's U.S. Open Cup soccer. Thrown in, down, into the wing. Battle for the ball. 4 players deadlocked. An absolute jam up. This one to the end line where Chattanooga will send it away. The captain, Alex McGrath, out to the man from Norway, Marcus. He's double teamed, trying to play keep away with Emerson Nieto. This one is going to roll out towards midfield. Battle for the ball. It goes off, and possession to the Sharks. Marcus Naglestad, I could talk about this guy all night. He's from Kristiansand, Norway, a decorated spell with the club from 2021 through 2023. He scored a club record 58 career goals for Chattanooga FC, 97 career total goals as a professional. Ball into midfield off of the throw-in by the Sharks, taken by Chattanooga immediately. They go from left to right, 15 yards beyond the stripe. Long feed over the top into the wing on the far side, trying to get the connection down to Mangarov and misfired. Could not find him. The former University of Virginia Cavalier was right near the touchline. The pass, a little too much sauce on the dish, sails out of play and off of the field and into the possession of the Sharks of Corpus Christi. Still scoreless, 79th minute has arrived in Chattanooga from Fort Finley. It's the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. USL 2 side, Corpus Christi off the throw-in, head of steam from right to left through midfield, all the way down into the wing on the close side. They're on the left side of the area, looking to get a shot off. Fed down low, battle for the ball near the penalty spot. Chattanooga can't clear, regathered, howitzer deflected away. Sharks back on top of the ball, driving towards the penalty arc. Huge collision, Stevie sacrifices his body. Mangarov picks it up, cleared. Sharks take it on the edge of the circle. Long feed, too much, hello to the concourse. This one is out of here. So it'll be goal kick for Chattanooga Football Club. They stave off an absolute drive. Looked like a big guy taking it down inside of the paint, trying to get that one to go. Could not rustle the twine as we remain scoreless in our 79th between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi. 110th running of the U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and the action just continues to build. I cannot believe we have not seen this deadlock broken. We're going to see something happen pretty quickly here, one way or the other. Long feed for Chattanooga. Pinballs off of the pitch over the touchline right near the Texas bench. So Corpus Christi will take over right in front of the Chattahooligans down on the right side. You can hear them beating their drums. Thrown in out towards midfield. Chattanooga sends this aerial to McGrath. The man from England tries to send this to a teammate, but it's taken by Medina. And as he's caught up in traffic, the whistle, a yellow card assessed against the captain from Spennymoor. Incredible. The veteran, cool-headed captain catches the yellow. Surprised to see that. So the ball rolled across for Corpus Christi as we get started again, and the referee is not happy with the spot. He wants them to go back and re-kick. That'll take us all the way through 80 minutes played. 80 minutes and change on the clock as we're into the 81st minute. Deadlocked, scoreless, no goals. Clean sheet between these two sides in the Open Cup. Gabriel Schrei here, glad you're with us from Fort Finley. Ball rattles around at midfield through traffic. This one's sent back all the way to Cuba. Grant is going to gather on the edge of the 6-yard box. The keeper for Corpus Christi staring down and attacking Chattanooga's side, able to keep it away easily. He has a lot of time and space. Delivers to Daniel Larson. He's harassed by Quack. Now to the corner of the 18. Long bending feed over the top where it's sent backwards by Logan Brown initially and regathered on the stripe. This one rattling down into the wing for Corpus Christi. Blown tire. Stevie is right there. Gabriel Rodriguez is the one who goes down on the edge of the wing. No call by our referee as he says he's trying to elicit that, and Chattanooga will keep it and move. They go from left to right. Rodriguez is still down in the wing on Chattanooga's side. CFC just behind the midfield circle, working from left to right. One feed, wants to give it off again, delivered to Tate Robertson, who's on the touchline on the close side, taking their time, looking for the perfect shape. We're in the 82nd minute and still scoreless. Chattanooga Football Club, long delivery into the wing. Jesus Abada dribbling his way around a defender, beats out one, pinballed off, and this rolls down to the end line where it skeeters off of the field. So it'll be goal kick for Cuba Grant. Corpus Christi Football Club hanging around with Chattanooga FC. Chattanooga determined to capitalize on this home field advantage, and as you can hear from the crowd mic, the Chattahooligans have let this Texas-based club have it. We'll see Tate Robertson come off. He's going to get a change. This is Nathan Kohler. First time we'll have seen him play in this match. First time I've seen him play this season. Got some minutes against Huntsville. Welcome to the club, Nathan. 83rd minute rolling, deadlocked, scoreless clean sheet after the change. Chattanooga trying to capitalize on the Fort Finley advantage as night has fallen in Tennessee. Lookout Mountain now invisible behind us. Keeping a watchful eye on pro side soccer and amateur side soccer, battling it out in the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei. It's a clean sheet in the 83rd. And Corpus Christi trying to roll this out towards midfield from right to left. Pinballs around, and now Kohler is the one who sends it long. This dished towards the wing. Too much on it as Grant gets to it. Cuba walking the ball from the end line. Chattanooga playing way up and aggressively, bringing some pressure on the keeper who will elect to pick this up. Nagelstad is the one who played up on him. Chattanooga takes it away in the close wing. Corpus Christi scrambling, able to tackle him down, no call. And the Sharks roll this out through vacant space to midfield. Around another defender, Medina keeps it moving. Stevie harassing a Shark. Sent to the far side, Corpus Christi. They've got Kohler in a one-on-one situation. Chattanooga scrambling to get back and park the bus. Quickly fed across. This one finds Diaz. Tiago gets a pass down to the close side on the edge of the wing, way down on the left. This one bent down low. Kohler headers it away. Regathered again. This is Nieto. Emerson wants to feed it inside. Instead, back to the edge of the midfield circle. This one for the Sharks along the midfield stripe. Chattanooga breaks it up. This one sent down the touchline. A big trip. No call. Chris Nugent wants it and shouting at our referee. He's pulled the card. Will he show it? Looks like he will indeed. Chattanooga's man still down on the edge of the field. We see a yellow card flashed. The Shark can't believe it. Menje is the one who went down hard. Matthew Roberts the one who catches the yellow card. Chris Nugent shouting out onto the field still. The referee trying to restore order. 85th minute rolling deadlock. Clean sheet between these two. Logan Brown will get us back underway from just feet behind the midfield stripe. Chattanooga in the second half working from left to right. And the referee says, you started too quickly. You must kick again. They'll make them reset. Chattahooligans are criticizing the officiating. This one underway. CFC, Fareed tries the far side. It's Kohler. Nathan walking this towards the stripe, looking both ways. Left off for Fareed. Sarsar, the Mexican, to the close side to the men from Texas. Logan Brown, who dips it back behind the circle. From midfield, Chattanooga taking their time. We've got less than 5 minutes until we've played an hour and a half of regulation soccer in this Open Cup matchup between the LSL2 side, Corpus Christi, and MLSNP side, Chattanooga. And this one, a volleyed pass to the corner on the far side, way down on the right, and it's sent off intentionally. They were looking for Chattanooga's man. Jesus Abada, the man from San Diego, was working his way down the touchline, set off by the Sharks, and so it'll be a good set piece of kinds for Chattanooga. They'll have to throw in. It'll be from right near the corner. CFC delivers to the edge of the wing. They're way down on the right on the far side. This rolled back to Fareed Sarsar, the center back who's on the edge of the circle. Given off to Kohler. Nathan looking with the ball. Finds help on the far side and Jesus Abada. Abada, dribble, loses the ball. Taken away by the Sharks. Corpus Christi trying to get this out of the back side in the late stage. And there's a yellow card flashed immediately. Stevie the one who catches it this time. Laying on the pitch, number 18, Jack Thomas, who checked into the match a few moments ago as a substitute. Say hello to the 87th minute. We are scoreless, a clean sheet in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi. Unbelievable. This is the debut year in the tournament for the Sharks. Rapid growth, big ambition. Obviously the big news from USL and Pro Rel today. You can see why they're so ambitious and a lot to be thankful for in that league. This one chipped over the top. Sent back, Chattanooga trying to gather. Mangarov somehow gets this across. Alex McGrath deep into the wing. Heels this back to Daniel, and it's stolen away by the Sharks and sent intentionally off of the pitch. And that was certainly last touched by Corpus Christi, but the ball will stay with the Sharks. As you can hear the Chattahooligans criticizing our AR2. Sent back on. Corpus Christi deep in the 87th minute, trying to work this towards the middle of the pitch. Big collision, the ball stays with the Sharks. Intentionally taken down is Rodriguez. Corpus Christi from just behind the midfield stripe will keep it rolling. Iwabuchi, the head coach, assisted by Costa and Rodriguez, trying to give direction in this late stage. Chris Nugent keeping his cool. First full year as a head coach. Came to the club at Chattanooga in 2022, and he's failing it. Both on their feet. Corpus Christi, behind the midfield stripe, it's Tiago. Diaz wants to deliver long, taken away by Chattanooga. Menjay leaves it off for Jesus Ibarra at the midfield stripe, has it rejected. Logan Brown will regather. We're midway through the 88th minute with a clean sheet, scoreless between these two. This one could come down to a shootout. Long feed over the top. This one is going to be kept alive. Corpus Christi keeps this on the edge of the area in the wing. Wants to return this out towards midfield. And it's going to be a call and the ball to the Sharks. Corpus Christi delivers this to the close side. In the U.S. Open Cup, just a reminder, 30 minutes of extra time is added. If the score is still level after that 30 minutes, the winner is decided by a penalty shootout. This ball floated from midfield out long towards the area of Chattanooga. CFC Stevie Luis Jean towards the circle. Stevie backwards with the ball to Kohler. Nathan, dribble, looking, waiting, wants to deliver. Long, winding, roping feed over midfield, down to the touchline on the far side. From left to right go the Chattanooga Football Club. Left off into the wing, Jesus Ibarra, the man from San Diego, California. Defended, goes backwards with the ball. Long pitch into the 18, blast a shot. Chattanooga can't get this to go. Defended away and deflected off of the foot of Garvanyan. This one regathered by Corpus Christi. They're on the move. It's Arthur Medina who's got a head of steam out to the circle. This one roped across to the close side near the touchline. Left off, and Menjay harasses the man who had the ball just moments ago. Able to keep it moving is Sofian. Backwards, Chattanooga takes down the Shark as the ball will be with Corpus Christi midway through our 90th minute. We have nearly played 1.5 hours of soccer in the 110th U.S. Open Cup between these two. It's Corpus Christi Sharks and Chattanooga Football Club. 89 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, waiting for a call of stoppage time. Through midfield on the edge of the circle. Corpus Christi rolls this down the line. Sharks to the far touchline. Corpus Christi again with the ball still just beyond midfield. They're working from right to left. Nowhere to go. They send it back to the line. Pinballing this around. Stevie up playing press. Luis can't get this to go. 4 minutes of stoppage time called for from the touchline. So we played a full 1.5 hours of soccer in the U.S. Open Cup. As this goes off, Chattanooga will benefit with goal kick. Eldin Yakupovic will be the one who sends us back underway. 4 minutes of stoppage time, you can already scratch off 25 seconds of that. If stoppage time comes to a conclusion, we play an additional 30 minutes of extra time. If the score's still level after that 30 minutes, we go to a penalty shootout. Gabriel Schrei, U.S. Open Cup, Corpus Christi and Chattanooga deadlocked, a clean sheet. Ball rolls down into the wing. Corpus Christi in a defensive shell. Chattanooga has it just beyond the area. Sent across. There's Logan Brown. Roped down to Menjay onto the corner of the 18. Chattanooga stays with it. Long feed over the top, and Cuba Grant flashes the gloves. Diving, twisting save on the edge of the 6-yard box. He keeps the sheet clean. We've got a player down on the back side. We may see medical staff check. Yes, they're calling for medical staff for this Shark of Corpus Christi. Melanie Schaefer, longtime athletic staff member of Chattanooga FC, is going to be the one to take a moment, check on him, and make sure he's all right. 4 minutes of stoppage time is what we were delivered by our fourth official. 91:40 on the clock in Chattanooga. Scoreless, deadlocked. A clean sheet between Corpus Christi Sharks and Chattanooga Football Club in the U.S. Open Cup.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back inside of Fort Finley from Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's the U.S. Open Cup, the 110th running. One of the oldest soccer tournaments in the world. The oldest in America. And today, the USL2 side Corpus Christi FC Sharks testing their mettle against MLSNP side Chattanooga Football Club. Undefeated in the preseason, 4-0-1, played to 1 draw, 4 wins, took down Atlanta United, Knoxville. Very, very good preseason for Chattanooga FC. Started 2-0 in MLSNP play, and now we are deadlocked. We got 4 minutes of stoppage time called for, had an injury timeout, a break to check on a player who was shaken up for the Sharks. Melanie Schaefer, the trainer of Chattanooga, checked on him. And we're back underway. 3.5 minutes played of our stoppage time. I'm unsure if they'll let this roll to 6 minutes of stoppage time or maybe even 7, or if they'll call this in the 94th minute. 93:43 on the clock. This one pinballed over the top in aerial play. Sharks regather, jostled by Stevie, double teamed, taken away by Chattanooga. They're on the left side of the midfield stripe. They'll work from left to right. Scoreless, clean sheet, long feed over the top, delivered, and a header by Jesus Ibarra out towards the penalty arc. The Norwegian tries to deliver this to the back door, and it's stolen away by the Sharks. Great takeaway by Corpus Christi. We played over 4 minutes of stoppage time. Chipped away by Chattanooga on an attempted pass. Kohler takes this off of the boots of Rodriguez at midfield. Long feed for the Norwegian, and this one sails errant. We'll see a kick for Chattanooga from just beyond midfield on the call by the referee. CFC working from left to right. On the back line is Logan Brown from Texas. He goes across, the San Martin, Mexico native. Farid looking, evaluating the pitch in front of him. Dished off by Sarsar. Ball backwards to Kohler. Ethan down the touchline. Thad towards the 18-yard box, and Chattanooga will have to retreat. Time winding, burning. We're looking at 30 minutes of added time between these two in Chattanooga. U.S. Open Cup action. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We're in Chattanooga, where the voltage has just gotten higher and higher. The electricity through the air at Fort Finley. Long delivery over the top for Chattanooga. Sent into the wing. CFC's got it. Looking inside for somewhere to go with the ball. Chipped down low for Naglestad. Delivered out front by the Sharks. Taken up on the edge of the penalty arc and dribbling through traffic. This one kept alive by Sofian. Given off to Matthew Roberts, and Chattanooga takes it away. Chattahooligans want the call. This one through traffic to McGrath, and Menjay goes down on the turf as we've got a Shark slow to rise and some sorting out to do for our referee. Chattahooligans want the call. Sofian still down. Looks like he's all right. He'll get back onto his boots. Logan Brown will deliver the kick. We've played 5 minutes and 40 seconds of stoppage time. After 4 were called for him, we got the injury. Back with the ball, waiting to deliver from the set piece, Daniel Mangarov. The former University of Virginia Cavalier. Looking down to a loaded 18-yard box, and it looks like Rodriguez is lying on the penalty arc. Corpus Christi Shark. The Chattahooligans don't like it. I'll get a number check when he rolls off of his back. I can see Rodriguez now. That is Andres Herrera who's lying down, the Laredo native. Melanie Schaefer's onto the pitch to check on him. And everyone is on their feet in Fort Finley. The full crowd up and contesting this. We played 6 minutes and 38 seconds of our 4 minutes of stoppage time. The Chattahooligans want him off the field. trying to burn as much clock as they can, and our referee certainly has his hands full. A clean sheet, deadlocked. We played 7 minutes of stoppage time in the U.S. Open Cup between the USL2 side Corpus Christi and MLSNP side Chattanooga Football Club. If you're just joining us, I'm Gabriel Schrei, and the drama is through the roof between these two clubs. Certainly end through a thrilling conclusion, and this could go to 30 minutes of stoppage time. I mean, we could be playing an extra time period of 30 minutes. So Chattanooga's spot will be a ways back, 15 yards beyond the area. It's Daniel Mangarov. Here's the signal. Mangarov throws his hand up. The former Cavalier bends this down inside out front of the 6. Header to the back door looking for Quack. Too much on it as this one sails over the end line. Last touched by the Sharks. It'll be a corner kick for Chattanooga. They're all down on the right end of the pitch. The corner will come from the close side. We played 8 minutes and 7 seconds of our 4 minutes of stoppage time. The delivery will come from the corner. Chattanooga, the 6-yard box, absolutely jammed. It looks like the interchange here in Chattanooga at 5 o'clock. There's no getting through that. Delivery coming momentarily. There's the signal. Ben out front, close side. Sharks send it off over the end line. We played 8.5 minutes of our 4 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see another set piece for Chattanooga. Stoppage time wears on in Chattanooga. Deadlocked, clean sheet between these two sides in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. This one rattles away from the area, and the call immediately by our referee. That will end stoppage time, so we will play a 30-minute added period between these two sides in Chattanooga in the U.S. Open Cup. This one has been absolutely electric. It doesn't get better than that. We have seen prime scoring chance after prime scoring chance. We've seen some changes made by both clubs. We're going to see 30 more minutes of action between these two sides. We got 4 minutes of stoppage time. We played 8 minutes and 48 seconds. We almost played 100 minutes of football just now in this first round of the U.S. Open Cup. Let's talk about what we saw in that first half. Flashing back the first half, a lot of action. We saw great drives and scoring chances in the first quarter of an hour for Chattanooga, but unable to put anything on net. In fact, we only saw one shot on goal in the entire first half for Chattanooga, whereas we saw a pair for Corpus Christi FC out of Texas. The Sharks look really good. Obviously, their USL2 side, amateur club, playing against this Chattanooga FC side, able to hang with them for the first half, and the momentum they gained, they took into the locker room. You could tell they were feeling that. Well, that momentum hung around for the second half. Able to hang around with Chattanooga through another 3/4 of an hour, all the way through 1.5 hours, and they stretched the stoppage time, contained Chattanooga Football Club, and they have forced an extra 30 minutes of extra time between Chattanooga FC and the Sharks of Corpus Christi FC. It's the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We'll have the next 30 minutes in just a moment from Chattanooga and Fort Finley.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
We will play 30 minutes of extra time. It's the 110th running of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Hi, I'm Gabriel Schrei. So glad you're with us for extra time. No golden goal tonight. We'll play a straight 30 minutes. And if there's no winner at the end of 30 minutes, we'll go to a shootout between these two sides. It's USL2 Amateur, Corpus Christi FC, and Chattanooga Football Club of MLS Next Pro. Glad you're along for the ride. Buckle up because this has been an absolute slugfest. We played 98.5 minutes. 90 minutes, obviously an hour and a half of regulation. They called for 4 minutes of stoppage time, and it just went on and on and on until we had played 8.5 extra minutes following the match. Now we've got 30 minutes of extra time that'll be thrown up on the clock, and these two are going to duke it out even more. It's Corpus Christi FC trying to take down the big guys, MLSNP side, Chattanooga Football Club. Welcome, everyone. I'm Gabriel Schrei. And Corpus Christi is going to start our extra time with possession of the football. Long feed out to the midfield circle, pinballs back and forth. This one rolling towards the stripe and delivered backwards as it's caught once, now twice, and taken up by Chattanooga on the stripe. Quick feed, Stevie left off. Luis Jean wanted the connection with Garvanyan, misfired over the touchline. 91st minute, halfway over, just getting started with our extra time. This match kicked off at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's now 8:36 p.m. We're in for a late night. It's pro side soccer and amateur side soccer. After dark, bust out the neon lights. Deadlocked, clean sheet still in extra time as it's just getting started. The Sharks have the ball. They're working from left to right in extra time. Chattanooga working from right to left. First round of the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Sharks get this through traffic, trying to leave it off into the wing. One pass now, two deep towards the end line. This one looking to bend it into the 18. Chattanooga clears immediately. Fareed Sarsar, it's volleyed back towards the goal. Eldin Yakupovic gets this on the 6-yard box. Goalkeeper looking good, delivers to Nathan Kohler. Nathan walking his way down the pitch, and a long strike of the ball out to midfield is sent into the air. Sharks have it, battling through traffic, and Corpus Christi can't stay with it as Kohler rejects it down to Chris Nugent. Chris Nugent with a little kick of the ball, showing off the footwork. 92nd minute, halfway over. Scoreless, clean sheet remains in this Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup matchup between Corpus Christi and Chattanooga. Corpus throws in long feed. Chattanooga headers this out of the air. Fareed Sarsar rejected it into the bench of the Sharks. It'll be quickly taken up and sent back on by Gianluca. This one is sent long and sent off the ball to Chattanooga FC. Moment of confusion before it's taken up by Garvanyan, and Milo sends it backwards to Nathan Kohler. Kohler way down on the right on the edge of the Chattanooga area. They're working from right to left in this second half. 93rd minute, halfway over, deadlocked, clean sheet. Chattanooga bends this across the pitch, back to Nathan. Kohler surveying the area in front of him. Midfield has got a lot of bodies in it. He's going to give it off to the center back. Fareed tries the long shot over the top for the wing on the far side. Kept on near the touchline, but the Sharks are the only ones there as the ball is volleyed onto the edge of the area. This one from left to right. Keeping with it is Corpus Christi. Sharks can't hang onto the ball. Back to the edge of the wing and bent long over the top. This one skied out to midfield onto the stripe. Battle for possession. Chattanooga comes up with it. The long pass is errant, looking for a connection midway to the area, and it's taken by the Sharks. They clear it all the way to Eldin Yakupovic, the keeper of Chattanooga. Ball all the way down on the right, given off to Fareed Sarsar. He'll run the field. Jogging, carefully picking his way through vacant space, looking for somewhere to go. Dished across just behind the midfield stripe. Sent back, the delivery taken by Fareed. He gives it off to Kohler. Nathan walking this. Bends this, long feed over the top, looking for the 18-yard box. Header thrown by Garvanyan, big collision. Sharks can't come up with the ball, twisting and turning down near the end line. They've got it in the corner. Corpus Christi evading this man and able to play some keep away from Garvanyan. Chattanooga steals it away just outside of the 18-yard box. Shot blasted away. Chattanooga trying to regather, rolled back to Logan Brown, the Dallas native. The Texan hands it off to Menje. Quack back to Fareed. Sarsar to Kohler. Nathan walking his way from right to left, midway between the midfield stripe and area. He'll be rejected and have to return. Hands it off to Alex McGrath, the captain from Spennymoor. One pass, ball comes back to him immediately from Jesus Ibarra. Now they'll try Kohler, who gives it off to Sarsar. Fareed ropes the ball across to Stevie. Luis Jean, long shot for the corner. This one has a lot on it, and it rolls down to the very end of the pitch, where Chattanooga will be hit with the offside whistle and deliver this one to Corpus Christi. 4.5 minutes played, 30 minutes of extra time. We're midway through the 95th minute, where we are scoreless still between Chattanooga and the Texas side Sharks. Chattanooga unbeaten so far this year, 4-0-1 in the preseason, 2-0 in the regular season. MLS Next Pro action. They aim to maintain that momentum. It's their 10th appearance in the U.S. Open Cup. So far, this has been a really good matchup between these two sides. Ball sent over the top, pinballs on the edge of the wing. Chattanooga trying to get to it and play some D. Sharks have the ball, and as he goes down, a prime scoring chance. This is going to be a great spot for Corpus Christi. Chattanooga arguing the call. Naglestad will pull away the young Stevie. The man from Kristiansand, Norway, communicating with Eldin Yakupovic. That's the advantage of having a veteran like that. The oldest player on the field by many years, born in 1991. 33 years old, ancient. 96th minute is halfway over, deadlocked, scoreless. The spot is 5 yards beyond the 18 on the left side. Two Corpus Christi Sharks standing by with the ball. It's Jack Thomas and Gabriel Rodriguez. Here's the delivery. Rodriguez fires this right on goal, and Eldin, it's too easy. Yakupovic is unfazed. The 40-year-old veteran easily gloves that. Chattanooga has the ball, and it's Kohler who delivers to Garvanyan. Stevie, a blown tire, staying on top of it. Chattanooga from the penalty arc. They roll this across to the far side near the touchline. Pinballs around, trying to get this through onto the attacking side. CFC bends this over the top to Jesus Ibarra. He's near the corner to the 18. Jesus looking for the feed inside and sent away from the penalty arc out to midfield. This one rolls to the back side of the circle, and it's going to be taken up by Kohler, who hands it off. Chattanooga driving from right to left down towards the attacking third. Lots of traffic. Bus parked a little bit for Corpus Christi. A lot of bodies on the back line right now. Chattanooga hands it off. Jesus Ibarra walks it to the corner. Fires a long pass towards the penalty spot, sent aerial by the Sharks. Corpus Christi, a knee ball sent backwards and regathered by help. Stevie Luis Jean picks off what was intended to be a clearing ball through midfield, and Chattanooga will regather and reset. 8th minute has been played now in extra time. Still deadlocked, still scoreless. 97-12 on our clock as extra time is rolling. If you're just joining us, just a reminder, no golden goal. This full 30 minutes of extra time will be played. So we've got 23 more minutes of extra time to play. If we're still deadlocked for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what the score is, we go to shootouts following extra time. Ball up to the penalty arc, delivered to the far side for Chattanooga. Long fade from the area, and this one fallen onto by Cuba Grant. Saw the shot come from deep in the wing on the far side. It's a right side shot, right on the edge of the 18, delivers a blast, tries to find some way to get that through, and Cuba has great eyes for the ball, gets on top of it, covers it up, and that'll eliminate the 8th minute of extra time. It's our 99th minute of play between Corpus Christi and Chattanooga. This one through midfield. Corpus Christi battles it away from CFC. The Texan club working this around behind the stripe. Long feed over the top. Kenny stay on side. Battled to do so, but Chattanooga picks it off anyhow. Deep in the wings, CFC will reset and take their time doing so. Carefully delivered by the man from Christensen across to Fareed. Now dished to Kohler. Nathan harassed in traffic, trying to stay alive with it. Big collision with a pair of Sharks. DeMichelis got after him, able to get around him. Long feed for Chattanooga. Jesus Abada now down to the end line and sent off intentionally by the Sharks. Jesus Abada took it up on a long pass from midfield, was walking it towards the area, and Milo Garvanian was working with him. Milo is deep in the wing, down on the edge of the 18, takes the feed, and as he tries to dish that out towards the 6-yard box, it's cut off by the Sharks and sent over the end line. We'll see a set piece for Chattanooga. 9 minutes of extra time played. That means we're on our 100th minute where it's scoreless. U.S. Open Cup, Gabriel Schrei, extra time. Corpus Christi, Chattanooga FC. I've never seen such an exciting match with a clean sheet. It doesn't get better than this. The barn burner continues to grow and build. Corpus Christi's got a man slow to rise. Hopefully he's all right. And so the corner will come from the close side of the pitch. They're down on the left end where Cuba Grant is in goal for the Sharks. Chattanooga will deliver this bend. Alex McGrath is the one who will send it in, waiting for the signal from our referee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Navy kits loading up the 6-yard box. 7 white kits for the Sharks, and obviously the keeper, Cuba Grant, wearing yellow. 100 minutes gone. We're into the 101st minute between these two clubs. Waiting the signal from our referee, Alex McGrath will deliver the corner. Clean sheet. 101st minute, about to become the 102nd. Cuba Grant calling out to his teammates. 6 Chattanoogans in the 6-yard box. Here's the delivery, backside, sailing, header. This one goes and sails for Chattanooga Football Club. 1-0 CFC. Chattanooga Football Club takes the lead late in the 101st minute. Back underway. Ball rolls through traffic. This one is looking like they're going to wave that off. Sharks all the way down to the attacking side, trying to get a shot off. Goal not going up, so it will remain a clean sheet, scoreless in the 102nd minute. On the corner, 103rd minute arrives, and the clean sheet remains alive. Extra time rolls on. Moments ago, Chattanooga FC took a shot that rustled the twine but couldn't get it home. And you could hear the crowd celebrate, but no goal for Chattanooga Football Club. "12 yards behind midfield. Chattanooga will put us back underway, rolling this through the circle. CFC from right to left. Driving down the touchline on the far side, trying to get into the attacking third. This one rolls off into the brickwork. Still scoreless, 103rd minute, about to become the 104th. No goal for Chattanooga on a set piece. This one's set on, and the Texas side, Corpus Christi, can't get possession. Trying to get this out to midfield. Sharks volley this over the top. Dribbling in the air, Chattanooga, Stevie Luis Jean somehow gets this across just beyond the circle, trying to direct this through traffic. Jesus Ibarra, long feed down into the wing on the close side. They're way down on the left side of the area. Garvanyan back to Jesus. Ibarra sails back door. Cuba Grant gloves and covers for Corpus Christi. 104th minute is halfway over. The clean sheet remains in extra time. Unbelievably so. We will play 120 total minutes between these two. There's no golden goal in extra time in the U.S. Open Cup, so we will get the full 30 minutes of extra time. This one, pinballed, sailing through the air, regathered by Chattanooga just beyond midfield, and lost to Corpus Christi. The Sharks roped this across to the back door, taken out of the air by Chattanooga Football Club, but the volley is intercepted immediately. Well played by Daniel Larson off the feed by Menjay. Quack couldn't get it to go. Ball rolls off, and so a throw-in coming immediately for Chattanooga Football Club, who goes to their back line about 10 yards behind midfield. Through the circle, Kohler ropes this down to the touchline, caught there by Garvanyan. Sent out front, Chattanooga FC. McGrath running his way on goal. Howitzer shot, and Cuba Grant falls onto it. Alex McGrath lights off an absolute laser from the center of the pitch. That one 5 yards beyond the penalty arc, tries to strike his way home, and Cuba sees that coming through traffic. Good heads-up play, falls onto the ball in the 105th minute of play. We've got a quarter of an hour left to play. We've already played a quarter of an hour of extra time. Scoreless, deadlocked, clean sheet in the U.S. Open Cup between the USL 2 side Sharks of Corpus Christi and MLSNP's Chattanooga Football Club. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Glad you're with us at Fort Finley. My goodness, the temperature has risen and risen and risen between these two. The boil came about 35 minutes ago, and it feels like we've made our way into the oven and it's turned all the way up. I don't think it can get much hotter than this. They'll throw a couple more of added minutes onto the overtime period. We'll get a break between our two overtime periods. Played 1/4 of an hour. We've got to play another 1/4 of an hour. We're playing 2 minutes of stoppage time on our first 1/4 of an hour. 105 minutes gone. We're to the 106th and rolling towards our 107th. Clean sheet. This ball rattling around on the back for Reed Sarsar, walking his way towards the circle. Long, winding feed over the top. Finds Garvanyan near the corner of the 18. Busted up by the Sharks, and Corpus Christi can't keep this in the wing. Milo will hand it off, and the throw-in coming. Sharks going to throw in. We've already played 1 minute and 20 seconds of stoppage time on this first overtime period. Run off intentionally by Chattanooga Football Club. Extra time wears on and on. Deadlock, clean sheet in the U.S. Open Cup between Chattanooga and Corpus Christi. Throw in for the Sharks towards midfield, headed, helmeted out of the air by Alex McGrath. This one being volleyed down the field and returned by Kohler. Nathan sends this through traffic with a roping kick. It rattles its way down to the 18 where Cuba Grant will fall onto it. And so that will take us to 2 minutes of stoppage time played on our first overtime period. We'll see if they call it right away. That's 17 minutes of extra time. And yes, 1/4 of an hour of regulation extra time, 2 minutes of stoppage time, on extra time in overtime period 1, and still scoreless between Chattanooga's football club and the Sharks of Corpus Christi FC in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A second overtime period coming up in just a couple of moments in Chattanooga. I'll be back really shortly with a couple of quick stats and notes for you. Deadlocked, clean sheet, no goals. Overtime period 2 coming. We're playing all night in Chattanooga.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
We have played 105 minutes of time. 90 minutes of regulation, a first overtime period, a quarter of an hour. We played 8.5 minutes of stoppage time on regulation. We played 2 minutes of stoppage time on the first overtime period. Somebody do the math and tweet that at me. What have we played? 2 hours? Played a lot of soccer, and we've got another quarter of an hour overtime period to go, and still scoreless between these two. There is no golden goal in the U.S. Open Cup. We will play the full 30 minutes no matter what happens next. If they are still scoreless after this next quarter of an hour, we go on to a shootout. Chattanooga starts this second overtime period with possession of the ball. The Navy kits will work from left to right in this second overtime period. The white kits of Corpus Christi working from right to left. Hello, everyone. Welcome into our coverage of the U.S. Open Cup. It's Chattanooga FC of the MLSNP and USL2's Corpus Christi Sharks. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and I'm so glad you're along for the ride in what has become the highest voltage match you can imagine. This one just wears on and on between these two, and the energy has not left the building. Chattanooga working this around near midfield, trying to find some way to penetrate. Kohler back to Fareed. Sarsar leaves it off to Logan Brown. The man from Texas bends this over the top. Two Sharks there, and it's picked out of the air with a helmeted ball. Taken up by Medina initially. Roping passes around. This one finds its way to Matthew Roberts and is kept away from Jesus Abada along the touchline. They're way down on the right on the edge of the wing on the Sharks' end of the pitch. This one sent out long feet, caught near the midfield stripe. Sharks stay with it. Again to Roberts. Roberts trying to twist it away from Menjay. Quack wants the ball, and now we'll get a call as this one fed to Chattanooga. 107th minute is here. Clean sheet in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Second overtime period in the U.S. Open Cup. Chattanooga way on the back on the left side. Dishes this across through midfield. Left off by Kohler to Stevie. Luis Jean, dribble, buries this one a long feet over the top, and it's taken by the Sharks. Wanted to loft that down into the wing, and no help there. I think he was looking for help in the form of Menjay. Quack is jostled, and the contact is going to result in the ball being sent with Corpus Christi. There's too much by Chattanooga. Menjay is from South Korea. Really crucial addition. Plays on the wing, scored a goal last year. He's from Suwon Gyeonggi Experience in NISA, Canadian Championship, the Canadian Premier League, came from Vancouver FC to Chattanooga. Back underway, this one's sent long and rattled around by Corpus Christi before being skied off of the field near the Chattanooga bench. So CFC will throw in where that went out. Logan Brown to deliver for Chattanooga. The Tennessee-based club, 108 minutes played and still rolling on. 109th minute looms with a clean sheet between these two. It's Chattanooga and Corpus Christi in the U.S. Open Cup. This one from left to right for Chattanooga through midfield. Luis leaves it off, and Alex McGrath, the captain from Spennymoor, England, dishes a pass down to the far touchline. Chattanooga looking for space through traffic, able to get around one Shark defender. This one rolling backwards for Jesus Ibarra. Stevie gets the ball. Long feed, pitch to Quack, defended by Matthew Roberts on the corner of the 18. Tries to slide around him and is tackled down as the call will go against Quack. Too much contact as he tries to slide his way past the referee, putting that one in the hands of the Sharks. 109th minute rolling with no goals on the board in the U.S. Open Cup matchup between Corpus Christi and Chattanooga. Cuba Grant will kick us back underway and take his time in doing so. We have just under a dozen minutes left to play in this second quarter of an hour overtime period between these two. Long delivery. This one headered and rattles around before being taken up by Jesus Ibarra at midfield. Logan Brown ropes this through traffic to the San Diego native, and the Californian has it slide tackled away expertly by Daniel Larson. Larson played for the Peacocks of St. Peter's University in college before joining up with Corpus Christi Football Club. Thrown in by Logan Brown from in front of the Corpus bench, all the way back to Fareed Sarsar, who's behind midfield. He rolls this across the back end of the circle. Kohler will try out the far touchline as Chattanooga works from left to right. The captain from Spennymoor gives this to Milo. Garvanian back to Alex. McGrath, a howitzer of a shot, slapped away by Cuba Grant, regathered by the Sharks on the edge of the penalty arc, and Corpus Christi desperate to keep this away from their area in the 110th minute. Our second quarter of an hour overtime sees a blast of a shot from Alex McGrath, who scored 7 goals last season for Chattanooga Football Club. Cuba Grant makes the save, and we play on with a clean sheet. We still have just over 10 minutes to play in this second overtime period, but a shootout is staring us in the face in Chattanooga at Fort Finley. CFC has this just beyond the midfield circle, going to try a long feed to the touchline down on the right side near the area, and there's too much on this dish. Sails out of play. So the ball will be thrown in by Corpus Christi. They're way down on the right as they attack from right to left. They have not really been able to create any chances at all or even get down into the attacking side in this second overtime. Ball thrown in, a helmet put onto it by Chattanooga. It's rolling through midfield down towards CFC's area. They harass the Shark, no call. Well played defensively on the tackle. Menje goes down and the referee blows it dead immediately on the back side of the circle. The Sharks are moving with haste. They can feel the pressure growing in Chattanooga. We are in the 111th minute with a clean sheet in the U.S. Open Cup matchup between these two. I'm Gabriel Schrei. I'm glad you're with us. This one is going to go through the roof pretty quickly. Stevie Luis Jean across, down deep into the wing for Chattanooga towards the end line in the corner. This is Milo Garvanian stepping onto the left corner of the 18. Leaves it off for Alex McGrath. Back to Garvanian. Delivery for Marcus Naglestad, and it's cleared by Matthew Roberts of the Sharks. Sent out to midfield on an aerial play by him. Ball gathered up by CFC on the back, and Kohler gives it to Fareed. Sarsar to Stevie Luis Jean. Defense is trying to get set quickly for the Sharks as they shuffle about based on what they see. Chattanooga leaves it off long, down along the touchline. Set inside, headed by Marcus Naglestad, and he scores his first goal since returning to Chattanooga Football Club. The all-time leading scorer in club history buries it in our second overtime period. The 112th minute, the man from Kristiansand, Norway, gets it to go. It's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club. The Scenic City out in front late. Marcus Naglestad. his 59th career goal for Chattanooga Football Club, his 98th career goal as a professional footballer. Incredible! 33 years old. Chattanooga leads late in their U.S. Open Cup match against the Sharks of Corpus Christi. And the USL2 side can see their hopes and dreams fading. They must score immediately. We are late in our second overtime period, which was to be 1/4 of an hour. We're already into the 113th minute of play. Glad you're with us in Chattanooga, where it's 1-0 CFC, leading the Sharks of Corpus Christi. The oldest player on the field by a long shot, the man from Norway, Marcus, gets it to go, scoring yet another goal, pushing his lead as the all-time leading scorer for Chattanooga FC even further. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and it's the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup in Chattanooga. From left to right, this one through midfield. The Sharks take it away. Corpus Christi has reached a moment of desperation, trailing by a goal in the second overtime period. They must score to force the shootout. There is not a lot of time to work with. Ball through midfield, a little collision, resets us. They're 5 yards beyond the midfield stripe, and so the Sharks will work with it. The kick called for. Waiting for the signal, Sharks. Naglestad is too close. The referee says you must step back. Cuba Grant comes way out, and this one delivered a bend over the top towards the penalty spot. Backdoor of the 18 on the left side. The header misguided and sent off by Corpus Christi unintentionally. Chattanooga will be the ones to work with the ball. 115th minute of play has arrived as it's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club in our second overtime period. Throw in coming for CFC. Logan Brown just went down with a non-contact injury. Hopefully he's all right. Melanie Schaefer of the athletic staff is going to be there to check on him. Hoping that he's all right. The crowd falls silent. Marcus Naglestad scores an unbelievable goal over 100 minutes into our U.S. Open Cup match. The man from Christensen buries it on a header, a great feed down inside. The center forward helmets the ball in. It's his first goal since returning to Chattanooga Football Club after a stint away. His 59th career goal for CFC, his 98th all-time career goal as a professional footballer. 33 years old, the wily veteran gets it done in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Unreal. Logan Brown is still working with the athletic staff, hoping that he's all right. Gabriel Schrei, Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. 1-0 Chattanooga FC. 106th minute is halfway over. Sorry, scratch that. 116th minute is halfway over. We're into our second overtime period. I'm glad I'm not the only one that did that. The public address announcer just did the exact same thing. We've got a change. Kohler is off for Ethan Dudley. Dudley's a center back. Came to Chattanooga after spending last year with Atlanta United 2. Valuable MLSNP experience. Played with Crown Legacy FC in 23. Also played with Omaha Union in USL League 1. Successful college career in Chicago for the Northwestern Wildcats. Throw in for Chattanooga. 117th minute is halfway over. It's 1-0 CFC. Ball sent skying down the field, and this one regathered by the Sharks. The USL2 side, Corpus Christi, must score. They have to force the shootout to keep their U.S. Open Cup dreams alive. Ball will be thrown in, down deep near the wing on the right side. Chattanooga on the attacking end is Cuba Grant back between the post. Thrown in, corner of the 18 on the right side. Chattanooga has this taken away initially. Almost regathered. Battle for it on the corner of the 6-yard box. Chattanooga's through. Grabbed at. The fans want a call. And drop kicked away by Cuba Grant, who is able to stave off crisis again. He has been electric tonight. 118th minute winding, 1-0 Chattanooga FC in our second overtime period. Eldin Yakupovic falls onto the ball. The Sharks quickly flip sides of the pitch, get down, fire off a long winding shot. Really had no chance, and the 40-year-old veteran gets onto the ball. It's funny, I just called Marcus the oldest player on the roster, and that's obviously factually incorrect, as you've got Eldin Yakupovic, who came to Chattanooga after a year off, last played in the MLS side for LAFC, long decorated career, played internationally, tri-citizenship, played at the U18 level, played on the senior team, got some caps, and he has just had a long decorated career, played in UEFA quite a bit, played for Lokomotiv Moscow. Very notorious goalkeeper. We've got a collision after the throw-in. Chattanooga tried to put that in and roll it down on the far side to the right end of the pitch, and a little bit of pushing and shoving as the Sharks draw the whistle. If they give them that spot, that is a prime spot for Chattanooga. My goodness, just 5 yards off the end line near the corner on the far side on the back door. Chattanooga, an excellent scoring opportunity in our 119th minute, our second overtime of this U.S. Open Cup match. Chattanooga kicks this to the edge of the wing, back down, left corner of the 18, CFC walking it towards the penalty arc, feed back door, this one misdirected by the Sharks and kept away from a Chattanoogan's boots as Cuba Grant will get onto the ball. About 60 seconds left in regulation of our second overtime period. Corpus Christi Sharks have to try to make something happen. Ball skied out to midfield by Chattanooga after it was sent down near the attacking third. It'll roll all the way back to Cuba. Grant, the keeper for the Sharks. His club trailing 1-0 to Chattanooga FC after Naglestad scored a stunner on a header. This one rolls over the end line. So the ball will be goal kick midway through our 120th minute. We are coming to the conclusion of regulation in our second overtime, where it's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Eldin Yakupovic burning as much clock as he can, and the referee warns him for time wasting. The veteran soaking it in. Long delivery, this one a header right near the midfield stripe by the Sharks, gathered on the edge of the circle. Sharks of Corpus Christi. This one leaks through traffic. Chattanooga trying to bust it up. Back door, and it's let go over the end line intentionally by Eldin as we have played our full second overtime period. And stoppage time on this second overtime period, 120 seconds. They'll call for 2 minutes in this Open Cup match. The Sharks can still pull together a miracle, but it has to start now. They must find some way to get down and get off a quality shot. Chattanooga is just trying to burn as much of this clock down as they can in stoppage time. Yakupovic delivers a winding missile out towards midfield, blasted into the air from the edge of the circle on the close side of the pitch for him. This one over the top through midfield, taken by the Sharks of Corpus Christi, left off. The Texas-based club trying to battle their way away from the midfield circle, sent to the far touchline. One pass now, two. This one is sent back by Chattanooga, rejected as Cuba Grant comes way out to greet the ball. 1-0 Chattanooga, stoppage time. Half of it is gone. 1 minute played. 1 minute left to try and keep the dream alive for Corpus Christi. This one's sent long into the wing, way down on the left on the close side, and it rolls off of the field. Sharks are going to hand it off to Chattanooga FC, who will throw in. CFC, content to burn as much clock as possible. Quickly thrown in out towards midfield. Header delivered through that stripe. Jesus Abada tries to run down the ball. It's regathered by Oliver Pardo. He sends down to the left end towards the attacking third. Cuba Grant has come up to join his teammates near midfield, and Chattanooga back in a defensive shell. We played 1 minute and 40 seconds of 2 minutes of stoppage time on our second overtime period. This match has gone on and on. We kicked off at 6:30 Eastern. It's 9:13 Eastern. From 5 yards beyond the midfield circle, Cuba Grant is going to attack from the edge of the area. This will be delivered by Jack Thomas for the Sharks of Corpus Christi. Long feed for the penalty spot. Chattanooga headers it away. Nearly cleared from the area. Regathered on the right side. Corpus Christi out front. Here's a shot back door. This one floats and rattles down near the end line. It's off. It's full time. Chattanooga has won. Chattanooga Football Club advances in the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The 110th running sees Chattanooga move on to the next round. The Sharks of Corpus Christi, the USL 2-side amateur club, brought their hearts and wore them on their sleeve in emphatic fashion tonight. They were not going to let Chattanooga go without a fight, and they gave them every bit of it, every way, all the way through, every single round of this match. An absolute boxing match, a slugfest between Corpus Christi and Chattanooga Football Club. And it all comes down to the 33-year-old veteran from Norway who has made his return, Markus Naglestad from Kristiansand. He scores his 59th all-time goal for Chattanooga Football Club in emphatic fashion with a header to give them the win. It's his 98th career goal as a professional footballer. Unreal. Able to wrestle the twine against Cuba Grant, who looked like a full pro tonight and played very, very well. Chattanooga Football Club finds themselves advancing in the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Very much appreciate you joining us and being with us. I'm Gabriel Schrei for Chattanooga Football Club, for Corpus Christi FC, for all of the fans, the front office of CFC. I appreciate you being with us. This has been the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Your final score, 1-0, Chattanooga Football Club taking the victory in a second overtime period. Just a reminder, this match will be archived and available for replay inside of the Apper platform where you've tuned into it. It is a copyright presentation of soccer brought to you by Chattanooga Football Club. Thank you for tuning in.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends, millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable, and together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal. Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Attention Chattanooga FC supporters. Get exclusive content and insider access by following us on social media. From live match commentary to player interviews and training highlights, there's always something new to discover. Engage with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to stay in the loop and never miss a moment. Be the first to know about special events, ticket offers, and giveaways. Follow Chattanooga Football Club today and join our online family.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
That was a joke.
Oh.
If you see